to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by Patreon member and winner of the FA60 division at the 2025 New York State Disc Golf Championships, Marcia Fock. Actually, states will probably take up the majority of our time tonight, but we do have a couple things to go over first. This week we have Alex, Randy, Jaimen, Corey, and Tim is back. Evan and Eric should be here shortly. They're throwing discs in the woods. Tim, how you been?
I'm good, Pat. I'm happy to be here.
You played the other week.
Yeah, I played the Scramble. I've been doing a lot of just work on trying to strengthen my back after going out.
So how are you feeling after having played?
Actually, I feel better after playing. I think just being down and not doing anything kind of like makes you feel, I don't know, lazy and out of shape and can't do anything. So I think getting out and moving and being able to stretch those muscles, it really has helped a lot more than I felt good enough to throw, went out and did it, and I feel even better now than I did before. So I'm
nice.
On the mend.
Because I know for me, like, it was always about stamina. It wasn't necessarily the first round. It was the end of that second round.
Yeah, there was definitely a few throws in the second round where I wished I definitely wish I had a little bit more stamina. But overall, I mean, it wasn't bad. I was kind of surprised how well I held up during that tournament.
Well, you started out with doubles, which is, I think, the smart thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you throw less in doubles. It's just that for some reason, it seems like even with a foursome, it's less stressful throwing.
100% agree with you.
Anything else going on?
No, I mean, Evan will probably talk about it a little bit later, but we had a little get together with the Lemon Heads this weekend. So I did a little bit more throwing this weekend, and that was about it.
Yeah, we might get to that. I mean,
That's
let's
fine.
be honest, it's Team Challenge. Who gives a shit about Team Challenge till October? No, we just have a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That might be something that we'll talk about like in a couple weeks as like a precursor to talking about an actual Team Challenge. But two people sent me messages about covering Greg Hill's event, the Flight for Cancer 2 at Haviland Cove. Has anybody here played that? Is that a permanent course or a temporary course? Does anybody know?
It's a temp course.
Well, two people messaging me, that's twice as many as we've received for any other event in the history of the podcast. So we have to start there. I know Evan played at it. He'll probably be on by the time we get to him. Where is that course? Do you know, Jaimen? It's Glens Falls, but I mean, that seems like a big area, or am I wrong?
Glens Falls is not that big of an area. It's like probably half a mile from me. It's a little park. It's right next to the Hudson. It's got some super nice views. It's like the very small little patch of woods in between a bunch of ball fields and like picnic tables and stuff. It's
funny because the minute I pulled up the U-Disc, it says Haviland Cove temp course. So I guess it answered my question for me. Honestly, I just thought Glens Falls was kind of like I don't know, like an area name. Yeah, like an area that encompasses several little areas, but I guess it's just a town or a village or something.
Yeah, it's a city. When you talk about the Glens Falls area, there's South Glens Falls, Queensbury, and Hudson Falls are kind of the four different parts of it that, you know, you could be driving from one to the other and not realize that they're any different. But, you know, it's like Albany with Colony and North Colony and all that kind of stuff, and Manans, Del Mar. It's Albany, but there's all those little parts of it.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so it looks like it was a round of singles and then a round of doubles. Greg Hill, tournament director at Haviland Cove Temp Course. FA1 Women's Amateur 1. Teresa Bogan is your winner there. Beat Ashley Polsoni by 5 strokes. Evan, you played MA1. How'd that go?
It went pretty well. I played the same tournament last year, so this was literally the second time I've ever played that. It was cool. I played MA1 because that was pretty much the only option besides MPO. I played with Eamon Foster and Joel Davis and Joe O. I didn't catch Joe's full last name. It was cool. It was 9-hole course, so we played twice around. I shot even, same score I shot last year. But this year that put me in a tie for third. They had a ton of raffle prizes. They had lunch provided for everybody, hot dogs and hamburgers. There was a doubles afterwards, but I didn't stick around for that. We had pretty much beat the rain except for the last 2 holes, and then it downpoured. So I finished with 2 bogeys to go even. But it was fun. It was a cool tournament for a good cause, and I had a good time playing with those guys.
Nice. Looks like William Bogan shot -5 to win the MA1 division, beat Jonathan Klingler by 3 strokes. And Logan Aiken is your MPO winner, beat Chauncey Germain by a stroke, and Charles Carpenter Jr. III and Jace Carter by 3 strokes. I also want to point out that I said earlier 2 people asking about, you know, talking about this event. One of them sent me the actual links. Another non-correspondent sent me the just some screenshots. But correspondent Joe Karen did not play particularly well, and he still sent me this information. Sometimes I joke with him that he sends information when he wins. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that he doesn't always, although we haven't got to dubs yet, so he might have won dubs. I don't know. But so dubs, Evan, you said it was right afterwards?
Yeah, after they had like a break for lunch, and then they were going to do dubs, but I couldn't stick around for that.
All right. Well, it looks like doubles had mixed teams and men's, so 2 divisions. I'm going to read through these team names, and you guys tell me which ones you like the best. This is for the mixed team. We got Pumpkin Tea, Less Stable, E&J, which is Emily Jackson and Jacob Bethel.
I hate that one because E&J sucks.
What's E&J?
It's a
like
cheap brandy.
Wow.
If you can't afford Hennessy or Cavassier, you buy E&J.
The Love Birdies. That's Joseph Pulsoni and Ashley Pulsoni. I assume they're married.
Yeah, that one's cute.
Rebels with the Cause. Okay, which is probably more for because they're playing for a cause. The Tumor Raiders. That's a little more like...
I mean, it's a cancer fundraiser. Yeah, very on the nose.
Rage Against the Tree. That's a good one. Fling and Miss. Discs Out for Harambe.
Okay, I like that one.
I like that one.
It's a little dated at this point, but it's a classic.
GAB, which is Allison and Garth Baker, and Mother Putters. Now, that one, is Adrienne DeVoe and Joseph Piltz. I was only checking that one because if it was 2 mothers, that would have been, I don't think Joseph Piltz is necessarily a mother, but any preferences on that?
I vote for Dis out for Harambe.
All right.
I also like Tumor Raider, but part of me thinks like, ugh.
Actually, the way you said it would not have been about like Tumor Raider.
Yeah.
But this is like one word, like Terminator.
Right. I think if you tried it with an Arnold accent, it maybe would be better.
Yeah, it's not a Tumor Raider.
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely like the Tomb Raider one.
It's way more original than Discs Out, but I do love Harambe.
That was Regine DeVoe and Rebecca DeVoe is the Discs Out for Harambe. Any other? Rage Against a Tree?
Notable mention.
Jordan Campbell and Katie? All right, well, Pumpkin Tea, William and Teresa Bogan are your winners. They shot -9. Less Stable, Rachel Radiker and Dean Ronaldo came in second at -6. Before we get to the men's division, I thought this might be a good time. We didn't get a chance last week to look at the team names for the Stonykill Scramble doubles, but Alex posted a bunch of them. Same thing. Tell me which ones you like, and I can tell you who team they are. I got tech support. I guess Adam Nelson and Jason Gorsage, are they like computer nerds?
They are.
Stonykill Parked Rangers. That's Alex and Sam. Randy, what was your team name? I got TBD.
Yeah. Okay. So I walk up to check in, and Alex's dad was doing check-in, and he knows me, and he just, I figured I didn't need to say anything. And he's like, "Oh, what's your team name?" And I just froze. And I realized I had never decided on a team name and was pretty devastated because I usually take a lot of pride in coming up with a good team name. Pretty quickly, me and Andrew came up with Randrew, which is a pretty low budget team name, but at least it was something. I think Alex edited it, so that's somewhere, but probably not when it got exported. But I feel like I let everybody down by not having a well-planned team name.
At that point, you might as well just go Ramrod.
Ooh, that is a good one.
And I think I like TBD better than Randrew or whatever.
I mean, TBD is pretty bad.
Isn't TBD where Camel Case Corey originated as a name?
No, that is not where it originated.
Didn't you guys leave your name as TBD or something, and then you didn't change it in time?
No, that was the First Tracks, or not First Tracks. That was the what do you want to call it? Ice Bowl. We left it, and then he named us the Shovel Bros because we shoveled all the.
So you were TBD.
Well, for that one tournament, but it's not where Camel Case Corey came from.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, jeez. Go back to episode 256 or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think that's right, but okay.
So then there's a lot of goats here. Anthony Bahansky and Ethan Hatter. Is that a reference to something? There's a lot of goats.
I mean, they both think they're the goat, maybe.
Yeah, they're just like really overstepping.
Just trolling.
They haven't really established themselves as winners yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that, I guess. I don't know if it's announced yet, but that's the mascot for the new CTK team is the goats.
Oh, so that makes sense. Okay.
And it makes them not sound that conceited.
Yeah, there used to be a flock of cashmere goats at CTK.
Bobby Hallam and Peter Hodge, I Drive You Putt. Corey Cook and Tucker Kozlowski, Dad Didn't Pay for Us.
Banger. I really wish you did.
That's a good one.
Me saying banger would have been a lot more cool if you didn't say that it was my team.
I assume there's a reference there or something?
Yeah, that's a dig at Kyle since spoiler. Oh, nah, wait, but that's a dig at Kyle.
All right. Out of retirement, Garrett and Caitlin Clay. I assume that's because Garrett hadn't been playing in a while, at least not competitive.
Yeah, I don't know if Garrett had played in like the past year at least, but he's kind of like just one of those gifted throwers who doesn't really matter if he practices, he can still do a pretty good job.
I'm kind of like that myself. Yeah.
Yep, I see it.
All right. Starting Monday, Kyle Hirsch and Troy Moran.
Because that was a dig at Anthony. So I had they were digging at Ant. I had a dig at Kyle.
All right. Luke Kotleski and Stephen Malin Jr. Last minute chain bangers. Matthew Cully and Tim Giardini, Park City Apostles. I think that's a regular team name, right? That they use.
Yeah, that's pretty established.
Ryan Nelson and Tim Moyer, Birdies Aren't Real. In the amateur division, the Putt Heads, Cody Kanine and Logan Akins. Dennis Daly and Robert Gersman, the dynamic duo. Ian Coyne and John Kirby, What's an Ace? Jim Abdu and Kevin Gordon, Bros Before Pros. That's pretty cool.
I like that.
Especially if one of them is really good and could play pro, but played amateur because the guy he's playing with sucks.
At Stonykill, both of them could be playing pro, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess my analogy didn't work, but...
If you really want to go into it, Jim Abdu at the monthly played AM and shot like 4 down, which would have been like tied second in pro or something like that, or might have won pro even.
Yeah, he smoked me, so yep.
Well,
there's that.
Randy, it's not like you finished top 10 in anything ever, right?
No,
like in any big events. So.
Pretty easy to beat me nowadays.
Margie Travison and Tom Travison, the Sibs. I assume they're brother and sister. Anthony Coquette and Timothy Matusco, 2 old flicks from Mass. Camel Case Corey, Brian Monahan, and Tim Goyette. 1 hole of Camel Case Corey.
Another banger name.
It would be almost better if you guys spelled Corey wrong.
Oh, that'd be good. Put a K in there and take the E out or something.
I'd report it to the PGA.
I mean, we do have uniforms now. We can't really alter it at this point. We've gone too far.
Wait, did you guys wear them?
No, I signed up on Friday night, so there was no prep time or anything like that.
What, were they dirty? Did you wear them to
You
work
didn't have time to throw it on Saturday morning?
Oh, the original ones, they were a one-day type of thing. Those things didn't last.
Oh.
The hoodies we could have worn, but it was way too warm for hoodies.
It was warm, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
David Aday and Jordan Caslin return to sender. David and Kevin Jolin, that's my boy. I assume one's a father, one's a son. Devin Morlock and Ryan Lanahan, Puds. Dylan Marsing and Tyrene Isidoro, Bird Doggies. Eric and Evan, the Killer
Is
E's.
that not Bird Doggies?
Bird Doggies, is that... you know what? When you're making up words, it's all about pronunciation. And
True.
So if you tell me that's what it is, Bird Doggies, then I buy
Is
it.
there 1 G or 2 Gs? Or is there an AW in there?
It's Doggys, so it's a made-up word, as you know. But I could see it being... Actually, it's Bird Oggies, if you want to know the truth. There shouldn't there be a second D, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Did I miss any? Killer E. Oh, it's Joseph Goyette, the 3rd and 4th, 3 or 4 birdies, I guess because they're the 3rd and 4th. Matthew Knopf and Ross O'Toole, no mentum. Yeah, like momentum, but no mentum. Ryan Phillips and Shane Delimitor, the Chain Ticklers. Brad Sherman and Chris Manley, the Sublime Lines. William Haviland and Charles Moot, the Chain Smokers. Chris McDonald and Kevin Conifel, Team Mac. Eamon Foster and Jim Burns, Disgusting Habits. Ethan Thate and Joseph Papa, Disciples, like disciples but with a disc. Gary Wood and Tyler Lagerwall. How many teams are there? Gary Wood and Tiger Lagerwall, Discets and Gravy. Jamie Borge and Will Borge, Ace or Do Not, There Is No Try. Jason Emerson and Jeff Werner, Forehand Fools. Joel and Mindy Potts, Yes Dear Potsy. Happy Days fans?
Not particularly.
No.
Adjacent.
You're such a Potsy. Justin Dempsey and Phil Chieco. These dudes aced this hole? ? And I think that's it. Because the next picture that came up was some kind of fruit or vegetable in Jaimen's car.
Greg
Kurtz, I
dropping.
believe, if I remember.
Yep.
What was that? What is that, a pepper?
Yep. I can't remember what kind it is right now. It's just like drawing a blank, but
A bell.
I think you said Poblano over the weekend.
Poblano. Yeah, it's a Poblano. Thank you. And I got into my car after school and it smelled like a ton of peppers. So I got it out. Now I put it on top of my girlfriend's car.
Any stick out from Stonykill?
I like Discets and Gravy.
I do like Discus and Gravy.
It's so simple.
I vote for Killer E's because we did wear our matching hoodies.
I mean, how much thought went into that? You both have E names.
We talked about it. Oh, I thought you meant getting the hoodies.
No, I mean, that's what he does.
They're
he could be bored on a Tuesday and make hoodies, you know?
We wore them for about 5 minutes. It was warm.
Well, even better. Birdogies is good. 3 or 4 birdies, the Goyettes. Those other Goyettes, the unrelated ones.
Thank you. I was about to jump in there.
Ace or do not, there's no try. All right, so back to the Flight for Cancer 2 doubles. We had Team MVP, which that's a good one. Team MVP. I assume it was sponsored by MVP in some way. That was Greg Hill and Eric Canine.
Yeah, MVP sponsored the tournament.
Joe's Are Us, it's Joe Karen and Joseph Riley. Fairway Target Specialist, Richard Totino and Travis West. Puttheads, Overmold Overlords, Player Bees, Willie and Nilly. That's Jaimen Totino and Mike Wynn. That must be some nicknames or something. The Putt Pirates. These guys definitely haven't aced any of these holes. Yoinks Away. Mind Your P's and J's. That's PJ Malone and John Johnston. Fosters. That's Eamon Foster and To Be Determined. And D&J. I think for me, Team MVP. That's very reminiscent of Randy, your team name. What was that? Something with the green?
Greens with Envies.
Greens with Envy, yeah.
That's a good one. I do, for some reason, I chuckle at Joe's R Us. Maybe that's because nostalgia and Toys R Us. Rip.
I miss Toys R Us, yeah.
Damn, what the hell was his name? The giraffe?
Jeffrey,
the giraffe, yep. They took him out back, put him down, and closed all the stores.
Well, looks like Team MVP and Joe's R Us tied for first. They both shot -9, but MVP is listed as first place, so they must have had a tiebreaker. The Fairway Target Specialists and the Puttheads shot -8 to tie for third. So this is the second year, so was it at the same course last year, Evan?
Yeah, same temp course, and I think that they used the same T signs that they had printed out last year, but I don't know who set up the holes because I found out pretty quickly that a lot of them were off by like 30, 40 feet, but it was essentially the same layout. They had a cool island green by the water. Yeah, it was neat.
Nice. Another event that we had, I think it was on Sunday, was the Shongum Showdown XII. Tournament director Brian Hauser, assistant tournament director Todd Martin. I could see my trophy for the Shongum Showdown 2.
What division?
MA 40, second place. I think that's the one that I was down 2 strokes going into the last hole. Corey, you played Gunks?
No, and especially now that they've got the tee pads and stuff, I keep telling myself I need to get down there and play it. But that's why I don't play the tournament, because I haven't played it at all yet.
I want to say I was down 2 strokes going into the last hole for second place. Maybe I thought it was for first place, so that might have a different trophy somewhere. But I parked this shot, and dude took a 5, and I picked up 3 strokes on the last hole to win.
Nice.
Yeah, it's how I roll,
Ice in the veins.
Yeah. Tournament director Brian Hauser, assistant tournament director Todd Martin, 47 players. MA3, Mixed Amateur 3 Division, was won by 1 stroke by Christopher Hemingway. I think I saw he posted, and he hadn't played in like a year, but he's still a bagger playing MA3. FA2, Women's Amateur 2, Fiorella Nicolai beat Shayna DeSapio by 2 strokes to win there. Mark Orton is your MA2 winner, beat Stephen Hanrahan by 2 strokes. Paul Scarpato came in first in the MA50 division. Jacob Driscoll won MA40 with an even par, beat Andy Lewis and Todd Martin. Kelly Turpening won FA1, the Women's Amateur 1 division. Max Horowitz won MA1, shot a -5, not too shabby. And Kieran McCarthy came in second, -2. And then it looks like there was a 3-way tie for the MPO division between Justin LaMarche, Alden Slack, and Nick Warren. And I checked the scores. They don't say what the tiebreaker was, but Justin LaMarche did win the MPO division. Anybody here played Gunks?
Yep.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, it's a long time ago. I don't remember, actually. But it was like one of the winter ones. Kate Clay and I went down and played doubles and won the MPO division.
I found my little trophy for MA40. Yep. He actually
Nice.
went to a trophy store.
Where's the trophy?
I will blow the dust off of it, and I will send you a picture, Corey.
It's not like a painted rock or anything.
What's wrong with a painted rock?
Oh, did someone do that once?
I don't know. Do you have one of those?
No, I'd love a rock, especially if you got 2 of them. You got a CTP, and then your car is on the freaking bump stops because the rear end is sagging so hard. No, that'd be boulders. No one's ever done boulders, right?
Maybe next year.
Oh, that's cool.
That's rad.
You didn't do a very good job at blowing the dust off.
Well, there's a lot of dust. It's from 2019, Corey. That's 6 years ago. That is the Shongum Showdown 7. Oh, did I say 7? I mean 12. I think it is 7. Wait a second. If 2 was 2019, what does that mean?
12 seems crazy.
No, that wasn't necessarily 2. Because I don't have that just says, that might have been the first one, 2019. So this is 7, right? If that was 2019, 2020. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, Stonykill Scramble started in 2020, and it's now on the 6th event.
Well, no, if that trophy is from the first one, 2019, that's around the time the course got built. They just don't know the Roman numerals. They have XII, so that's funny.
Instead of VII.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, I was saying 7 because that's what I thought it was, but then I look at the Roman numerals and they have it as 12. But that's gunks. Since a lot of you guys played at New York States, I think we'll hold off on the rules of disc golf. So the 2025 New York State Disc Golf Championships, driven by Dynamic Discs in Endicott, New York, tournament director Richard Powell and assistant tournament director Troy Whidden. 119 players, 14 divisions, it looks like.
I know JP Hafner's brother is playing MA3. He did okay. Finished middle of the pack.
Okay. You said he was MA3. So as I said in the intro, Marcia Fox won the FA60 division. Gary Mason beat Josh Pallor in MA60 by 4 strokes. Greg Kurtz won the MP70 division. Danny Parton came in second by 1 stroke in the MP60 division. But let's take a look at the AMs. Alex, how'd it go this past weekend? Well, actually, before you even tell me about your round, it looks like it's a 3-round tournament. Was it 1 a day, 2 one day? What was the layout and everything?
It was 2 rounds on Saturday and 1 round on Sunday. The first round was at Nathaniel Cole Park, aka Nat King Cole.
Oh, I was going to ask. Okay.
I don't know if anyone actually calls it that, but that's certainly what we were calling it.
Yep, that's what I call it.
But it's not named after him, right?
I have no clue. I wouldn't be able to tell.
I think it's...
no,
okay.
It's a totally different person.
Okay, cool.
It's just fun to say.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so that first course, it was looking a little bit rainy. I guess maybe I should back up. I stayed with a good group of disc app guys. We had Jaimen, we had Randy, we had Adam Nelson, Jay Gorsage. I think that's everybody, right? And then me.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove up with Randy. It was about an hour away from where we were staying. We were staying right on Hope Lake at Greek Peak. Yeah, it was looking a little bit rainy that first day. We had Adam Gill right near Attorney Central.
He was on scene.
Yeah, he was on scene. He had a pretty good reading on what was going to happen. Rained a little bit that first day, but otherwise stayed pretty clear. I'm just trying not to be too down about this because I really did not play well this weekend.
Had you played any of these courses before?
I had not played any of these courses before, which, may have been a mistake, but I started out pretty strong. I think I was 2 down through 3, and I think that was the lowest I was ever under par for the entire weekend between any of the courses or overall. Started bleeding a couple of strokes after a back up on 18, but for the most part, had a pretty good day. Nothing too crazy, but I could certainly tell that I was leaving strokes out there. There were a lot of birdie opportunities and I just wasn't getting any of them. Similar situation after lunch, that it started to clear out. And then we played at Campville Commons, which was a course that was ostensibly a little bit more shaped for what I was looking for. But again, just couldn't get the birdies. But I did play with Hunter, blanking on his last name, who had gotten an ace in the previous round and had a really good second round. I think he was leading going into the last round. I'm not sure where he ended up.
He won, Hunter Betris.
Yeah. He's a Wilcox guy, so it was cool to see that. I had played with him once or twice before. So yeah, the non-disc golf stuff wasn't too bad, but that first day, I was all right, just not where I knew I could be.
Those 2 rounds were on Saturday, right?
Yep.
Nathaniel Cole and Campville Commons. Nat King Cole's real name is Nathaniel Cole's plural. So I'm not saying you guys were saying it was him. This is more for I just learned this, so I thought I'd share.
Sure.
Nathan Coles is Nat King Cole. Nathaniel Cole, according to the Broome County website, is named after a Revolutionary War veteran who settled with his family in 1795 in an area that eventually came to be called Coles Hill. So, and he built a tavern. So Corey probably played well. We'll get to that. But
Yeah.
So on Sunday, you guys played at, looks like Hope Lake Disc Golf Course?
Yeah. So we did a quick diner with the group, got some good food, and then I was the first to leave because I had to go off and play at 11 o'clock because I was had my disappointing rounds on Saturday. But played with a good group of guys again. Started off really strong, or well, maybe not really strong. Started off feeling good about the course because this is, again, a course I hadn't played before. But the first hole is wide open, long par 4. OB water behind, but took my par. It's a little bit windy, so I was a little bit worried about that, but was happy with the par going into that. Hole 2, took another par. Hole 3, I ended up in the woods and took a 6 off of a rollaway, and I'm like, all right, this is a little bit rough. That was a par 4, so it was only 2 over par, but Then hole 4, similar situation. Hole 5, I took another bogey. Hole 5 specifically, I had a circle's edge putt that hit the band and then rolled away. Then hole 6, I had a circle's edge putt, hit the band and rolled away. Hole 7, I think I did the exact same thing, hit the band, rolled away. And about then, I'm starting to check out. I'm starting to feel like I just want to get through this round and get home because I got a 3-hour drive ahead of me. But, still playing through, getting things mostly done. But there were a lot of baskets that were on significant slopes. And I gave myself a lot of circle's edge putts, both on Saturday and Sunday. And I could not hit a circle's edge putt to save my life. Legitimately, if I had made half of the circle's edge putts that I had, I'd probably be under par for the weekend. I had that many on Saturday and that many on Sunday. And if I had made them, I wouldn't have taken bogeys instead of pars because the rollaways on Sunday. But everybody's playing the same course. Sometimes you hit the bad breaks and start rolling away. Can't really blame the course on that one as much as I'd like to. After the first few, I could have started laying up and then I probably would have saved a couple of strokes, but you start getting into that mindset where you're like, all right, well, I can salvage things if I can make, 1 or 2 of these long putts and then it goes the other direction and it goes even worse. But yeah, it finished out, plus 14 or something like that. 18th hole was pretty cool. 18th hole was wide open and I was able to get my par again. So there's a little bit of a coordination there between the open holes and me doing pretty well. Now, it was a rough one overall for me this weekend. So I feel like I've spent a lot of time talking about it already, but
it's okay. Just to clarify, it was plus 13, not 14.
Was it only plus 13? They had screwed with the pars on pretty much every day. A couple of the holes, they had flopped the pars. This was a 480 foot par 3, and then the next hole was a 420 downhill par 4. So yeah, they had to fix this a couple of times. So I'm not surprised I had a couple of those off, but that's how it goes.
You know what? I was actually looking at Derek Stoltenberg. I'm sorry.
Whatever it is.
Good job, Derek.
Yeah.
You were right. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that.
It happens.
Did you get there on Friday or Saturday?
I got there late on Friday. I didn't get a chance to practice. But, looking back, I don't really think practicing the courses would have helped at all. A circle's edge putt is a circle's edge putt, and that's really where I was losing my strokes. But then also, hitting first available tree, I can practice a hole a dozen times and still hit first available on the next time through. So I don't think the lack of practice really hurt me, but it couldn't have helped.
That's cool. Did you guys do anything Friday night?
I got some food, nothing special. Hung out in the room for the most part. Waited for Jaimen to get back from his practice round.
All right. So like we said, Hunter Betris shot -3 to win, and Justin Park came in second at -2. Jason's not here, but our intrepid reporter Randy did speak with him about his ace. He had an ace on this one.
Yeah, so he aced hole 3 at Campville, which is this little downhill hole with a stacked basket similar to FDR, if you know that one. And the pros were playing to the top basket. This hole had OB, I think maybe exactly 30 feet behind the basket. It was like a rectangular green. And Jason tried to go Spike Heiser on it, which is a pretty good idea if you're trying to ace it or just hit the dirt under the basket and stop. And yeah, he just drained it. And apparently they didn't celebrate at all. They just shook hands and said good job, sir. And then the FPO card behind them scolded them for not cheering.
When he said that, I thought he was being sarcastic and they were being rambunctious and they were telling him to calm down. This is a rated round.
No, they scolded him for not celebrating. Yeah. But yeah, I think Jason made more money than me just on that one throw. So good job, Jason.
I did see on Facebook that Jason actually donated $200 of it. I'm assuming maybe it was a little bit more than $200. Maybe it was just $200. No, it was probably $200.
I think he split it with one other guy, so it was $200. Yeah.
Yeah, he donated it back to the club.
What a guy!
Did somebody say he aced at New York State's last year too?
Yep, hole 1 at Moreau.
That wasn't the one with the car, was it?
Nope, that was hole 2, actually. Very bad timing.
The aces happen when you least expect it.
Yeah, his ace pot was equivalent to third place in his division, so he didn't have that bad a weekend. So Justin Whitney won the MP40 division, shot a -5. Eric Tripany in second at +1, and Bobby Jones +3 in third place. Leah T won the FPO Women's Pro Open division.
Shout out Megan Mercier for cashing third place.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the pro. I see JP Hafner, Kyle Hirsch. Is Justin in there?
Yeah, he's around in the middle.
He's in there.
Yep, Justin Michelli. A little higher in the middle. Jaimen, how was your round? How was your weekend?
It was fun. I couldn't keep my head in the game long enough to do anything well. A lot of learning experiences, just a lot of frustration for me. It was one of those tournaments where I walked away feeling like I wish I hadn't gone to it. If you've got that in the tank, that's not a good way to have gone into the tournament. So I definitely need to work on my mental game and just being more prepared and more present. But everything non-golf related was a lot of fun throughout the weekend, so that was cool.
You guys played the same courses in the same order and everything as Alex did?
Yep.
Which of these have you played before?
I had played Nathaniel Cole and Campville. They're like always making changes to everything, so it doesn't really matter very much.
You sound upset. You came in 14th and you shot under par.
Yeah, no, I am upset. That's why. I'm like completely unhappy with the entire weekend for myself.
That's fair.
No, I get it, yeah.
But I also get it. I understand higher expectations, so there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a good thing. Corey, how'd your weekend go?
It was good. I drove down with Kyle. When we played the Boondock Battle earlier this year, we drove down the morning of, and it sucked. I think I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just tired the entire day. So we decided to go down there Friday. We were planning on camping at the same campground, which is like right on the property. We were able to get down there early enough to play Nathaniel Cole and Campville. Both courses I've played in the past. I played Nathaniel Cole maybe like 3 years ago for the first Southern Tier Open, and it was more or less the same. They have multiple baskets and multiple tees there, so I think there's maybe a few holes we played a little bit differently. And Campville, I've probably played, at this point, I probably have half a dozen rounds there, if not a little bit more. But I got to play with Jaimen and Ethan Hatters round one, outside of the weather, kind of faring for the worst middle of the round. Had a good time. I was putting really well. I think a lot of my putts were, in that deep circle one area, and I was hitting them. I came out one stroke off the cash line after round one, shooting just above my rating. I was kind of making the joke that typically in tournaments, I'd never climb up the leaderboard. I usually only fall down. So going into round two at Campville, this course is kind of sets up, I'd say, more for my skill set. A lot of the par fours are basically musket birdies, and the woods holes, a couple of them just get par and don't take bogeys from taking bad tree kicks. And I basically managed it as best as I could. They did change the pars halfway through the round. I think Alex was mentioning that. But when I looked with 4 or 5 holes, let me check the leaderboard real quick. I noticed that basically I was on pace for the hot round, tied with a couple other guys. My only bogey was the second hole where I went double OB. But outside of that, it was pretty clean. After I checked the scores, I did not get a single other birdie. There's 4 or 5 holes I just finished out with all pars, and at least 2 of those are kind of birdies you want to get. After round 2, I think I was sitting in 8th place, just getting onto chase card. I think I had a chance to probably play with Jaimen and Randy, but one of these other guys that ended up coming with the chase card kind of knocked both of them out. I also played with Ethan that round too, so I had a whole day full of Ethan Hatters, which was fun. Yeah, Saturday night kind of kept it chill. We just kind of hung out the campground. At that point, Justin Park, Justin Muccelli, and Megan Mercier joined us. So it wasn't just me and Kyle hanging out by a fire again. And woke up Sunday morning. Went and got breakfast at the diner. Apparently after Randy and Alex and crew were there. Didn't know that we went to the same diner different times. Friday night we had Taco Bell, me and Kyle, for dinner. And driving to Taco Bell, we went by a mini golf place. And I'm like, we should definitely play mini golf Sunday before our round. So we probably won't be starting until 1 or 2 o'clock anyway. So come Sunday, I think the 7 of us, me, Kyle, Jaimen, not Alex, Randy, Adam Nelson, Muccelli, and Megan, all play mini golf at this little place, which was fun. Haven't played mini golf in 7 years, maybe. I think, Jaimen, you actually won that, didn't you?
That was for tags, too. That was a big win.
Yeah, actually, I got a message from Brian at work, and I wish I could access it right now. But he was like, did you guys have some random tag match over the weekend? I'm like, yeah, we played mini golf. And 2 people won free games. What you did, Randy and Megan?
No, it was Megan and Adam. They got hole in nose on the final clown hole. It was great.
So yeah, anyways, Greek Peak, I played that at the Boondock Battle, so I had a couple rounds there as well underneath my belt. It's always going to be windy there. When we played it last time, it was also 100 degrees, so I was kind of happy that wasn't the case, but there was still quite a breeze. I didn't start till 2:45, which was an hour and 15 minutes after Kyle. So by the time I got to the park, I was just sitting around for a while, which was fine because all these other guys were there too, so the time went by pretty well. But it was breezy during the day, and I started off really cold. I started off with 2 pars and then 4 bogeys in a row, and 2 of those at least 2 of those bogeys are like, should be par worst case. They're not hard birdies either. So I was feeling pretty rough. I know being on chase card and instantly falling back like 4 strokes. I kind of salvaged a bunch of pars after that, but still I'm already 4 down. I basically thought I was outside the cash and kind of like gave up on that thought. And then we get to the last 5 holes, actually the last 6 holes. There's a par 5, and then after is a really tough par 4, tight tunnel the entire way. And I just laced the shot. And it kind of like boosted me back up. Like I felt like I was like, okay, I still remember how to throw. The next hole is kind of like a short uphill par 3, another stacked basket hole. And I throw my T-bird 3, and out of the corner of my eye, after I turn around, I kind of see it like hop up in the air. And come to find out, when we walk up there, there was a lady spotting, and she's like, yeah, that purple one almost aced. It like tickled one of the chains. The basket's like 10 feet up in the air. It's like 6 feet up in the air. So if I was to ace that hole, it would have been absolutely insane. The final 3 holes are holes that absolutely screwed me when I played them last at the Boondock Battle. And I played them better than I could have imagined I would have, and got both birdies. Hole 18, Alex didn't really mention it, but maybe we talked about it before from that last tournament, but it's on like a salvaged chairlift, like double chairs, part of a pole. I think the base of the basket, if you're standing like on the north end of it, which is the way the fairway goes or comes from, it's probably 12 feet in the air. And on the short side, the opposite side, it's probably still 8 feet in the air. Like it takes a ladder, a set of stairs to get up there. I got myself to like 28 feet. Birdieing it wouldn't have really done anything. It wouldn't have moved me up the leaderboard at all. And like if I bogeyed it or parred, I probably would have dropped a spot. Kyle at that point had already caught up to me, and he was just like, dude, just lay it up. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't even know where you lay up. Like the closer you get to the basket, the harder the putt is, because you're like looking straight up at it. Had a tailwind, and I just figured if I can keep it online and get it up above the band, it'll drop right in. And that's like exactly what happened. I think Adam and Randy and Muccelli and everybody was all there, so that was kind of cool. And then after I make my putt, one of the guys in the card, he kind of missed his circle's edge putt and got like right underneath the basket. And I watched him take 3 more putts trying to get it into the basket, because he's like basically looking straight up. So I was like, man, I'm glad I hit that birdie putt. Yeah, good weekend. I putted really well all weekend, played above my rating, finally made cash at like a bigger event, which felt great. And yeah, going into Syracuse next weekend, which I know is probably going to be impossible for me to cash in. I'm going to try to get my cash streak to 3, but we'll see.
So you ended up in 10th place?
Yep, solo 10th.
At -9. So I can't imagine anybody else here shot better than that. So we want to talk about some rules of disc golf? What do you think? Oh, Randy, I forgot you played too. First of all, you don't play a lot of these. This was I don't think I mentioned it. This is a B tier.
Yeah, no, this was one where I think Adam had brought it up, playing it, in front of Kat. And I think this was right around the time she had booked her trip to Italy. So she was kind of just like, oh, you should go play that, kind of, spread the wealth of going and doing things. So yeah, signed up for this. Last year States was really rough. I took like second or third to last or something like that. But I've had better States in the past. I think at FDR, I did pretty well a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. But for me, like I was actually over the weekend looking at this year, and I have not played that many tournaments. So yeah, definitely an excursion for me. I got out there with Adam on Friday, and we actually played all 3 courses to practice, which kind of ruined my upper back actually over the weekend. I was pretty sore. We did Nathaniel Cole like a full round. We walked Campville with like 2 discs and played like half the holes just to kind of gauge them. We didn't play all the wide open ones, and then practiced Greek Peak actually with Derek Stoltenberg from Wedge, who I definitely had crossed paths with many times, but didn't meet him really until that round. But yeah, at Nathaniel Cole, I played my round, made some good putts, missed a couple 25 footers, and it was raining, yada yada. Like I walked out of there thinking like, oh, I made a few extra putts, maybe that's like a 960 rated round, like I feel like I'm doing okay. And to find out I'm like in 7th and it was like a 990 something rated round was kind of crazy. I think maybe the weather just affected people a little bit more than me. We get to Campville, and I start on hole 2 because I somehow am on the chase card, which I didn't expect at all. And hole 2 is this really long, it's like a gentle uphill off the tee, but you really want to get like 400 feet off the tee at least. I found out everyone goes over the top of a tree line. I've never played the hole before. I walked it that day or the day before, and I just assumed you chuck one at this wood line where there's like a gap about the size of a double doorway, and that would somehow filter down to the basket. And I was the furthest out. It was my first throw of the day, first throw after lunch, which is for me never the best throw of the day. You know, my upshot hit a tree, my next one hit a tree, and I am looking at trying to save bogey from just around circle's edge on this really muddy slope. I get down there and I'm trying to get footing. I'm like literally just sliding. So I'm like shoving my heel into this mud just to like stand there to try and make a 25, 30 footer for bogey. And all of a sudden this like insanely large fly, that's at least what I'm thinking, is trying to fly into my ear. And I'm like swatting at my ear and I realize it's like not letting go. And then I get stung on my elbow and I just start like sprinting out of this like mud pit that is the green. And, I get like 20, 30 feet away and realize there's like 200 yellow jackets like swarming where my lie was. Luckily, I only got stung once. And this is a decent rules question, but I assume I'm about to just go take relief back to like 35 feet, 40 feet and have like an absolute death putt for bogey. So I'm already counting this as like a double bogey in my head because I'm going to lay it up. But one of my card mates who was thinking a little more clearly in that moment called the TD, talked it out with them, and we actually ended up canceling hole 2 for the entire round, like for everyone playing that round. So that was kind of crazy. And I definitely had like a little bit of like guilt because like everyone else, I'm legally required to say Justin Muccelli hit a great like 35-foot putt to birdie that hole. And it doesn't count because the hole got deleted and he's the only person that birdied it for the whole tournament. So good job, Justin. But yeah, I walked away from that kind of relieved that I wasn't about to take a single or double bogey, but I was also super adrenalized and kind of my elbow kind of hurt. Luckily, it wasn't my throwing arm, but it kind of swelled up and was annoying me. Yeah, it took me like 2 holes to recover. I played 2 short birdie holes right after that and like shanked both of my tee shots and scrambled for par and kind of moved on and had a good round there. Kind of just faded at the end with a few holes left. It was a pretty long round at Campville. And, I think I might have bogeyed my last hole with just like an errant tee shot. But other than that, had a good second round at Campville.
What did you guys do to replace that hole?
At first, everyone was just told to skip it. And then at some point, a message, like banner message popped up that said to just put pars in for everyone. So there was no replacement. Everyone just typed in pars for that hole and didn't play it. So I guess it was only a 17-hole round. What's kind of crazy is like I created the backup by getting stung, because we talked to the TD and like a bunch of time went by, at least 5 to 10 minutes went by before we went and played the next hole. But then we were caught up to the next card within like 2, maybe 3 holes. And then we're backed up like the whole round. So even by creating a large gap, we were still backed up and we were one of the last cards done, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a really long round. People were already done and getting in their cars and stuff when we had like 2 holes left, which was a long day.
I will say that I am definitely not mad at you for getting hole 2 canceled because that's one last hole I had to play.
That was a really hard hole.
It's tough.
That must have been like the hardest hole in the course.
Yeah, the green is just very chancy and not really worth playing. I was very happy to find out that I didn't have to play it.
Yeah, the rest of the weekend, not that I tried, but anytime I was in a weird lie, I'd be like, I think there's a dangerous insect nearby. We should maybe cancel this.
We did find a wasp nest at one point in that third.
Yeah,
round.
that's true. We did find one. And yeah, later in that round, like a single yellow jacket flew by me and I like took like 20 steps very quickly. I was like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, I don't recommend getting stung mid-round, but it didn't hurt me too bad. I went from like 7th to 9th and had a pretty good round anyways. On Saturday night, there was a team, that's not the right word, a tournament, banquet, whatever. That was kind of cool. It was, I don't remember how much it cost, but it was whatever. It was I'm going to say like $20-something and you got $25. $25. You got a pasta dinner, meatballs, whatever you wanted. It was pretty good food. And there was a raffle and Mike Young, shout out to Mike Young. He put in a bunch of tickets and I think he won a bunch of stuff. But then the final prize was a like weekend getaway in Lake Placid. And he was hanging out with me and I was like, oh, that'd be so sweet to win that. And I didn't know at the time that his wife's company or something was the one that supplied that prize, and then his token got drawn for the raffle, so he just like handed me the weekend getaway. So I made out pretty well from that raffle and got to figure out when I can fit in a little weekend getaway with Kat, but pretty happy to win that.
So just to clarify, she went to Italy, right? You said
she did. Yes,
you got shipped off to Endicott, New York.
Yeah.
And you brought back a trip to Lake Placid.
Yeah, now that I think of it, I did a pretty good job, right?
Uh-huh. What did she bring back from Italy?
2 bottles of wine
Some old
that were really
pizza?
good. They were really good, but no pizza.
Any tomato pie? Did she bring back tomato pie?
I think that's a crime. I think that's a crime in Italy. Yeah. Yeah. So final round, I think I was on the 3rd card. But yeah, I was playing with Jaimen and Greek Peak. It's a similar vibe to like Mind Kill, but it's got a lot more uphill and downhill than Mind Kill does, but similar vibe of like miss trees and, you know, try to keep it in the fairway kind of. I just had a really solid round. I only missed one putt in the circle and just avoided bogeys as best I could. And then on the final hole, that chairlift elevated basket, I wanted to check scores. All weekend, I did not check scores at all. I had no clue what was going on all weekend during the round. I guess after each round I checked, but I really had no expectations. I was just trying to play my game, not really be too aggressive, just do what I had to do. And yeah, that final putt is really scary on that basket, and it was a little windy. And, I had my upshot at like 40 feet, and I wanted to check scores just to see if there was any reason for me to try and run a 40-footer on a 10-foot high basket. And I click on it and it just gives me like the Android crashing screen, like the page won't load. And I'm just like, that's a sign. And I want to lay it up to like 8 feet so that I have like room to put the putt in. So I'm not like underneath trying to like reach up. And of course I leave it at like 13, 14 feet, which is exactly the range I hate putting from. But I buckled down, made the putt for par and moved on. And I was really happy to find out I was solidly, in the cash. And it was my highest rated tournament ever by a lot. I went back and looked at a few of my better tournaments, and yeah, this blew all those out of the water. So really, really good weekend for me.
Good job.
And 997 in round 3.
There's like a 25-foot putt was the difference between 1,000 rated round, but I don't really feel bad. It was a really good weekend.
9th place. Is this your highest finish in a B tier ever?
Yeah. So states at FDR, that was the first time playing FDR for me. I came in, I think 6th, but ratings wise, and I guess this shows how difficult local stuff has become, or like New York stuff has become. I took 6th at FDR states with an average of 965 rated rounds. And then I got 9th with a 986 rated round. So it's definitely getting harder to place well at New York states.
Nice. Ethan Hatters tied for 7th with Luke Saccharin at -11. So Ethan only got you by a stroke and a decade.
Oh my God, at least.
And Elijah Ryder Brandt is your winner, -23. Beat Matt Stoliker by 2 strokes and Zach Sisson by 3. Yeah, -23. That's crazy. I mean, based on just listening to you guys talk about those rounds, that's pretty freaking good. 1043 for Elijah in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else notable about the New York State Disc Golf Championship?
What region is it at next year, Jaimen? Is it Western New York?
No, Southern New York.
Long Island?
Yep.
Right?
It's Long Island.
Interesting.
That's the only thing in Southern New York? Is that how that works?
No, it was at FDR last time. It was in Southern New York.
Oh, okay.
The clubs around Southern New York just kind of figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, whoever is stupid enough to forget what it was like running it last time is the one that runs it.
This one sounds
I'm
a
just
lot
kidding.
more expensive.
Yeah. I thought Binghamton was a far drive. This one is going to be farther.
And Warwick's doing NIFA final, right?
This year,
Yes.
yeah.
And I guess that would be eligible for Southern as well, I guess. It's pretty close to Jersey. I don't know. Do we know what course? They just built a new course. I haven't seen it, played it, or anything. I know they did like a league there or something, or they were talking about it. So for all I know, it doesn't even have finished tee pads or anything. Or if it's, it could just be a pitch and putt. I don't know. So I imagine it'd be heck.
Yeah. I think they're working on that course right now. I think they just got the first tees in.
Yeah, it might be playable is all. It's crazy. I went to the league at Port Jervis this weekend. On Saturday, they had their fall league, and after the league, they were putting in a tee pad, and it was like a freaking well-oiled machine. I remember when I first started playing, just trying to level dirt so you could throw on it, and now they didn't even have to level the ground. They just start putting like gravel and then sand and then pavers. And it's like, holy crap. They screeded and all that good stuff. But it was just pretty impressive how well they have it like organized. But Peter Newland won that Port Jervis Disc Golf Fall League. And George Henry basically put in that tee pad with some people moving shit. Last week I mentioned I lost my Destroyer at Stonykill.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple hours before the last episode went out, Travis messaged saying he found it. And I thought about like editing it out. I kept it in for a couple reasons, and I thought I'd get some opinions on this, but I saw Eric Bowers posted on the webpage about lost discs. While I agree that people who call or message to taunt that they're keeping your discs are like pieces of shit, I also think that if you don't want to lose something that you own, don't throw it in the woods. Don't throw it near water. Don't throw it near piles of leaves. You know, I'm not saying don't be upset. I got a 5 on hole 1 at Stonykill. I was a little upset, but I wasn't upset because I lost a disc. I was upset because I took a penalty. I was almost under par. But what are you guys thinking on that? I just hear a lot of people when they lose a disc get very upset.
If it's sentimental for some reason, I would not be throwing it. If it's just because it's like a good wraith and like it was flying well, sucks. But yeah, you get another one.
Be upset. You lost a disc. Now I got to break in another one. Now I got to take a penalty. I was having a good round. You know, whatever the reasons are. But you're throwing stuff in the woods, you know.
I've never thrown a disc that I care about on 17 at Stonykill, but then I've never gone in the water because I throw discs I don't care about.
Well, there you go. I'm sure Corey has enough $5 discs that you won't be worried about losing.
Oh, I got so
right?
many. Oh, I got so many. I even give out deals. I'm talking 3 for 10, 4 for 10, 5 for 10, 6 for 10, 7 for 15.
Go on.
I mean, they're all DX Stingrays, but, you know.
Some, DX Eagle or DX Leopards, DX Destroyers.
You got any G-Star Destroyers? That's what Dennis says I should be throwing.
I might.
I think twice I've gone to Maple and bought like $5 or $10 destroyers out of their bin to throw on some of those water holes. And then I throw them and I love them. And they're like now some of my favorite discs, and immediately have to like cherish them after those rounds. And I never throw them over water. It's a very weird effect. It's like you throw more confidently over the water or something. I don't know. They're great though.
I'm with you.
Usually if I ever get a text message saying, hey, I found your disc such and such, I'm like, enjoy your new disc.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get it back right away. But if you don't get it back right away, it's probably going to be a few weeks. And in those few weeks, you're going to break something else in and you'll get that other one back and you'll be like, oh, this doesn't fly the same because you're used to the other one. So I don't know. I was curious of other people's thoughts on that. The idea of taunting somebody about losing, you know, oh, I'm keeping your disc. That's just, you know, douchebaggery.
Has that ever happened to anyone here?
Once, I feel like that happened to me.
I've had people tell me that they have my disc and then never do anything else about it. That's it.
I found a disc at Meadowbrook when I was with Tim, and I put it in the box. And I texted the person. I was like, I'm going to put it in the box. And then they said they never got it. And I felt bad, but I put it in the box. I don't know.
Well, that's the other thing that happens at certain places because, I mean, try as you might, you're talking about at best, what, $20 worth of plastic? So, you know, you're not going to put it in Fort Knox. And the other reason I'm glad I didn't edit the fact that I lost a disc is that I heard from Keith Elgart on Long Island, and he happened to have a couple extra Brinster Destroyers. So I'm going to get replenished for backups, hopefully soon. Any other thoughts on lost discs? Don't put a picture of your wife on there and throw it. She'll be pissed when you lose it. You know what I mean? Corey, what happened at J-Dub's Points Championship this past week?
Yeah, it was 4th to last week. We played J South. Dennis Daly and Justin Muccelli came in first place, extending his lead over the rest of the league.
Justin Muccelli, that's the guy who birdied hole 2 before it got eliminated?
Yeah, he birdied a hole, didn't count. What an idiot. Yeah, he was definitely not sad and salty about that afterwards. But yeah, him and Dennis took first place. Brian and AT tied myself and Lenny Rabun for second place. And then Brendan Sisk and Jason Lasasso, who was also fighting for position in season points, came in fourth place. So with 3 weeks left to go, I've decided the top 6 are getting paid out. And that's based on how many people have played at least 10 rounds over the season, and I have like a chart payout breakdown. But Justin Muccelli is in first with 254 points. I'm in second with 236, 1 point over Brendan Sisk with 235, which I think previous week we were tied. Jason in fourth, 227. Danny Parton fifth, 212 points, and then sixth place is Brian Bickersmith with 173, and James Scott with 161. So these last 3 weeks, depending on who shows up and where they place, could be some further movement.
How many weeks?
3 weeks left. Yep. This past Tuesday, the 9th of September, was week 26. And yeah, so week 27 and week 28 left.
What did you play?
Oh, sorry.
We played J South again because these last 2 weeks we're probably just going to do West. So I figured to get South in one more time before finishing with West.
Nice.
I'm going to try to be there tomorrow, Corey.
You should try.
I want to try really hard.
People would be excited to see you. The other 10 people that are probably be there.
Awesome. I'll do my best to convince my wife tonight.
What time is it tomorrow?
5 o'clock.
No promises.
Don't pull a Danny Parton and text me at 5:05 saying you'll be there at 5:15 because I'm going to tell you that we already started, unfortunately.
Now, what would you do in that case? case, can I still come and play?
By yourself, yeah, sure, go for it. I know you play the park.
But I can't do like, no.
No, because then
I got to catch up to somebody else's card and then play 2 at the end or play 2 by myself. So no, I get you. I was just popped in my head and I was just curious.
It did come on. I did think about it for a little bit. I don't want to tell Danny you can't play, but it's like 15 minutes. We're already fighting daylight. Nah, sorry, man.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Looks like the Shongum Showdown 7 or 12 winner, Justin LaMarche, also won Gunk's Monday dubs, shot a -11. Christopher Evanchuk, Mark Bryan, shot a -8 at Colonial Acres dubs. Justin Matthews and John Krajewski shot a -9 at SPW Dubs League Labor Day. Jaimen Totino and Levi V shot a -12 at Saratoga Spa Dubs Week 22, another Labor Day dealie. Warwick Tuesday doubles, there was a 3-way tie for second at -13. Robert Verlecki and Greg Keys, Ben Graff and Eric Pine and Andrew Pasht and Steve Brinster, they all lost to Leighton Brinster, who shot -14. I assume as Callie. I mean, possibly with somebody, but either way. Chris Schofield and Mark McCabe shot a -10 at Kisco Tuesday dubs. Nick Warren and Matthew Geffert shot a -17 at Wilcox Tuesday dub. Jim Robertson won the CTK Handicap League. I see you didn't play this week, Jaimen. What, were you teaching or something?
Open house.
How was the first week? Rough?
No, it's fine. It's school. It's like my 8th year. I'm not in too many surprises anymore.
What are you teaching? Like what year or classes?
Middle school band.
Right on.
Randy or Alex, did you guys play Stonykill week 24?
I did not.
Kat went instead of me. Yeah.
It looks like Jeff Egan and Joe Jelly shot a -11, and so did Robert Gerstmann and Brett Racine. Not sure how that tie was broken.
I believe Robert Gerstmann and Brett Racine won the playoff.
Nice. Bobby Hallam and Dylan Marsing shot a -14 at Shen Creek week 23. No results for Deadbeats. Corey, did you play? No. Pro League was at
Central Park, I think.
Central Park during the week, so Corey was not there.
Hell no.
Justin Muccelli, that guy who birdied hole 2 that didn't count, won, beat Tyler the Cannon Gannon by 3 stroke.
9 down, right? I think, or something.
Par 58, shot a 49, so yep, 9 down.
Yeah, I think he birdied hole 5, which is kind of crazy, and I think also hole 10, if I remember correctly, the Rose Garden hole. To get either one of those is pretty sick. To get both of them is Justin Muccelli levels of luck, so pray to RNGs.
You said 5 and 10?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it's like 2s. Looks like there's only one more week of that. Is it already in there? It says J South. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that this past Wednesday was the final week, and we had pizza and Capri Suns, and then probably played J South and finished before it got dark.
Any Uncrustables?
Nah, that's a team challenge only thing, unless you're Alex, who lives off them year round.
I bummed one off of Alex this weekend. Actually, it was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Disbeat Club, Lewis Davis and Dan Pupke tied for first. Joe Karen shot a -8 at Glens Falls 2025-26 Tag League. Rob Valecki won the Skylands Friday Handicap League.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah. Patrick Rowan and Derek Yarrow shot a -13 at TGI FDR dubs. Riverside Course in Port Jervis had Fun Day Friday dubs. I think they do it first and third Friday of the month. Albert Catlow and Peter Newland, Gary F. and Stick, and Shayna DeSapio and Quinn Powell all shot -12. Not sure if there was a tiebreaker, but if there was, somebody won. SPW Dubs League, Josh Weinstock and Joe Jaskolka shot a -8 to win. Cranmore Doubles League, Daylight Dubs Finale at Crandall, Cody Miller and Mark Meinrenken shot a -15 to win. They also aced hole 1. Is hole 1 at Crandall a tough ace?
Super tough. Very long hole. I think it's tops out at like 180.
Yeah, is it right to left? Like you have to master a hyzer.
Yeah, I think the best shots are not mastered hyzers.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to be.
All right, so bomber holes. And then Saturday, Wedge started a fall league. It looks like they're going to switch between FDR and Kisco, but I think it was a FDR this week. The MA1 division, Derek Yarrow shot a -8, and Ryan Nelson won the MPO division at -12 bagger. All right, we got till the end of the year for the rules. Is there anything anybody else has?
Did we want to go through our Battle Royale match?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't write it down. We can absolutely do this.
It'll be quick. It was quick.
Oh.
It really will be.
So Jason let me know that Alex and Corey played your Summer Battle Royale match. Now, this is the match. The winner of this plays against Jason, right?
Yep.
Who wants to start? Tell me where you guys played and what was the layout.
Well, based on time crunch and busy weekends and location of the available courses, I got Alex to come to J Park. I gave him choice of layouts, and he was coming, on the local. So he picked J West.
What was your thinking there, Alex? J West.
It's the course at J Park that I play most often if I'm playing 18. So I figured I'd have the best results there. It's also the one I had just beaten Travis at. So was hoping for some good vibes there.
Nothing to do with the time or anything like that?
We easily could have gotten through J South. Honestly, if we would really wanted to do J27, we probably could have. But that wasn't an option.
Yeah, but I was going to say Brandon wouldn't let you.
Exactly.
It would nullify all your points up to this time. Sorry. All right, so who wants to start?
Yeah, we flipped to see who goes first, and I believe I went first, Alex?
Yeah, you definitely went first.
So we basically played, the front nine. By the time we crossed the road, I think I was up 3, and then I took the next 3 holes, all 3 of the holes, the little short little loop you take in the woods. So it's holes 14, 18, and 19B. I hit a couple of big circle 2 putts to basically take holes I probably shouldn't have in that front 9.
19B, which one is that?
It's the short little connector hole. So when you play the swamp thing, hole 18, the Kenji Klein sweater vest hole.
So it used to be 12B?
Yeah. Sorry, it used to be 12B.
Is there any other B like that on the course?
26B. That's the one that's on the ledge. You play that short par 4 Mount Misery and you take a left.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think at that point, we looked at scores, and I think I was up 6 with 7 to go, coming back towards the park, and hole 30, kind of straight shot, it's throw underneath the branch, and the basket's kind of in a little cove. Alex absolutely parked it to take a point on me. He's basically dormy already at this point, so he had to win out just to push, and we ended up pushing hole 31, so I took the win.
Yep, it's really more of the same. It was a good indicator of what was going to happen to me this weekend, where I wasn't going to give myself many birdie putts, and the birdie putts that I did give myself, I was either going to miss or... No, I was just going to miss, for the most part. I had a good chunk of circle's edge putts, maybe a step outside the circle, just like I did this weekend, that I then missed. And then either Corey would drill a 45-footer. One way or another, he'd end up taking it. So, yeah, kudos to Corey. He made some really good putts, had some really good drives. But if I'm being honest, I made it easy on him.
Yeah, he never missed the basket. He must have hit 2 inches low in the cage from any distance 4 or 5 times.
I was really good at hitting that one spot on the cage. Yeah. It's true. But yeah, you don't get points for that, or you get extra strokes for that.
So have you and Jason, Corey, had any preliminary discussions about final?
Yeah, we kind of have, in the sense that we both know that we're both busy and
summer's almost over.
And summer's almost over. Theoretically, the best chance for us to get a match in might be me driving out to Minekill and meeting him after he gets out of work. It's pretty easy for me to leave early. So as much as I probably don't want to play Jason at Minekill, I think we both have as much of a chance to beat the other guy on any given day. Or I give the edge to Jason on more days, but whether it's Minekill or CTK or wherever, anything could happen.
Are those the 3 options?
I think Minekill, CTK, or Wilcox. If I had to choose, I would probably pick Wilcox just to play Wilcox.
What layout would you pick?
Oh, blues, baby. We're playing the longs. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll have to talk more about it. But I made a joke that we'd talk about it on lead card over the weekend, but I forgot he was playing MP40. So I adjusted that to saying that maybe we'll play it on the bottom card where I play with the scraps of MP40. That didn't happen either. But
that's what you get for finishing top 10.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's a little better.
Evan, to your knowledge, has there been any updates in the AM side?
I actually saw both Greg Kurtz and Josh Lee separately at Prospect tonight, and they should be playing tomorrow.
That's where the logjam is, right? Because the winner of that already has a competitor, and then the winner of that already has a competitor, if I remember correctly, right?
Right. I was explaining it to Dennis and Zanchelli because...
Did you use, stick figures for Dennis?
coloring book. Greg and Josh play. The winner, I think, plays Aaron Holtby. The winner of that plays Terry Hudson. The winner of that plays Kevin Wynn, and Kevin is undefeated, so they'd have to beat him back to back.
And to be fair, I think they were supposed to play today, Josh and Greg, and then they pushed it off again.
You're right. That's why I asked Greg when I saw him.
Yep.
I just remembered on the Battle Royale brackets, you can see the predictions, people who picked brackets.
Oh, really?
The winning bracket on the M side right now is called Pat loses twice early but has a great time. But I'm not sure whose bracket it is.
I have no idea how to look up my bracket at this point. I think I had Corey winning it all, though, so that's crazy.
For the pro side or for the...
I had
the
Jason
pro side.
for pro.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I had me winning. Or no, I had Brian Bickersmith winning.
There's a link to the predictions, but it depends on what you named your bracket, I guess.
Yeah, you got to remember what you named it.
Oh, God. I have no clue.
Well, there's a couple untitled. That would track for you.
Yeah.
I'm in second for the
That
AM side.
hurts.
Sorry, Randy.
Yeah.
Good job at the tournament.
Yeah, my AM side was named This Was Harder Than the Pro bracket. So I'm tied second, at least, in that one.
Who named their bracket I Lose to Brian?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I think I had tried to name it I Lose to Brian twice because I had set it up where I lost to Brian, then won through the losers bracket, and then lost to Brian again in finals.
As always, you made your team name too long.
Yeah, exactly. But that's I'm pretty far out of it on that side.
All right. Everybody here good for a quiz?
I am.
buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. Tucker Kozlowski does not like the Disc or No Disc theme song.
Bro's got bad taste.
He's just an
Yeah.
adamant anti-AI person. I wouldn't take it as anything other than I don't like AI.
I get that.
Pat, he's the only one, so don't stop. Don't
He's
stop.
a big jam band dude. There's not a single jam in that. That song could be like 8 minutes longer if you ask Tucker.
Well, yeah, but Tucker, we got a limited amount of time here.
I'm just making up stuff for Tucker.
No, I know.
Is it a disc or is it a miss? The trivia is tricky, it goes like this. Catch the spin, catch the throw. But do you really know? Do you really know? Disc or no disc, that's the game. Say it loud, shout the name. Spin the questions round and round. Will you land it or hit the ground? From the Hudson Valley, sky so blue, we're tossing riddles straight at you. Chains might jingle or the wind might steal. What's your answer? What's the deal? Disc or no disc, that's the game. Say it loud, shout the name. Spin the questions round and round. Will you land it or hit the ground? The basket's waiting, hearts are racing, trivia's flying, no time wasting. You got the aim, you got the shot. Disc or no disc, give it all you got. Disc or no disc, that's the game. Say it loud, shout the name. Spin the questions round and round. Will you land it or hit the ground?
Do we want to do 3-on-3?
Usually, but we don't have to.
That sounds really good for tonight, I think.
Yeah, nice and quick.
Tim, who's your team?
Oh, boy. I'm going to take Randy because we won a putt off by both missing our putts together. And let's go Alex. We'll go Stonykill.
Woo.
It's bold.
Yeah.
Team Art.
Oh, look at that.
Hopefully all of my losing was relegated to
Yeah, it's
last
over.
week.
No, it's all over. You're on the winning streak now.
Fingers crossed. We're going to start the winning streak right here.
No more hitting band. All chains from here on out.
So that means we got Corey, Jaimen, Corey, Evan. Nothing fancy there. Just
CJ, what do you mean? CEJ, CJ.
No.
Anything to get your name first. I get you, Corey. All right. No pressure, Tim, but we need somebody to knock Evan off his little perch here for, winning. So you guys get to go first also.
Ooh.
At least until, let's see. I got Tim. Yeah, you got some winning to do to catch up to Evan. Actually, you got to catch up to Alex. You got to catch up to Jaimen. You got to catch up to Randy. You're tied actually with Corey. You haven't been here in like 6 months, but you're tied with Corey.
All right.
And you can't tie Randy tonight because you're on the same team. I have 3 categories here, gentlemen, for disc or no disc. What category would you like to choose?
You want to go 3?
You tell me. I'm good no matter what.
I like 3.
Let's do it.
All right. Question 1, category 3. What term can be used to describe the carved image of a deity or any object of adoration? What term can be used to describe the carved image of a deity or any object of adoration?
Are we looking for an idol?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I was thinking statue. So idol sounds great.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Idol a disc?
I think it is. I think it's is it a mint or is it I think it's a mint disc.
I believe it. All I can think of is the iDog.
Yeah.
All I can think of is K-pop Demon Hunter. So
Oh, I love it.
it's so good, but I have no idea if it's a disc. So
I'm pretty sure I see
Alex says.
triangles on the disc and it says idle in it. I think it's a mint disc.
I believe it.
All right.
Mint discs, what year?
Oh God. 2022.
Anybody else with a differing opinion?
I didn't
No
even know
idea.
it was a disc, so I'll go 21.
All right. Randy, you want to throw something out there?
Nope.
That's okay. I got mint disc July 14th, 2025.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
I don't know what K-pop Demon Hunter is, but I feel less weird about watching Gundam now.
No.
Dude.
Your
daughter
weird.
will love
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
and you will love it.
Yeah, put M on it for sure.
Yeah, great movie. It's on Netflix.
Is that like Samurai Jack's daughter or something?
Yep.
No.
It's crazy that you knew that.
You know, Corey, when you're talking about people talking like hieroglyphics and shit, that's what you guys are doing right now to me. So.
Yeah, no, me too.
Corey, what category do you want?
Was that a 1 or a 2?
That was a 3.
Oh yeah, that's not what I meant to say. Let's go number 1 because he was number 1.
You guys go with that?
Smitty, Jaeger, Weger, and Jensen.
Yes.
Question 1, Category 1. What 2025 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics features a group of anti-heroes caught in a deadly trap and forced to work together on a dangerous mission? What 2025 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics features a group of anti-heroes caught in a deadly trap and forced to work together on a dangerous mission?
Take it away, Evan.
No, we got this. Anti-heroes, Umbrella Academy.
It's a 2025 movie.
I liked that show, Umbrella Academy. No, this is
It's a good
Thunderbolts.
show.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts / New Avengers, but yeah, Thunderbolts.
You guys
Sounds
agree?
good.
Yeah,
Definitely heard of that one.
Is the Thunderbolt a disc?
It would not surprise me to learn that it is.
Gotta be.
So, right?
Gotta be? Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
You gotta go with it when Corey says gotta be.
Gotta be.
That's what I think.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Lightning Discs, January 1st, 1986.
That is so
Ooh.
on brand. And much
That makes
older than I
perfect sense.
All right. Team Art, Category 1 or 3.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the category 1 started with Marvel. You want to stick with 3 or you want to zig?
I'm good either way.
Let's do one more in 3 at least.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's not give
figure
up
it
on it
out.
too soon. Okay.
No.
I like it. Let's go with 3 then, Pat.
Question 2, Category 3. What city, located just west of Denver, is known for being the home of the Coors Brewery and the Colorado School of Mine? What city, located just west of Denver, is known for being the home of the Coors Brewery and the Colorado School of Mine?
I have no clue.
Oh my God. Is it Boulder or Aurora?
Boulder was the only thing I could think of in Colorado that was in Denver. So
I shouldn't have said 2 things then.
Yeah, the home of Coors. I feel like it's Boulder because of like Coors. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my. I have no. Yeah, I'm going.
I feel like Boulder somehow fits better.
I
even though I
agree.
have no idea what it is yet.
if it is Boulder, I have a guess at the category.
Cool.
There
That's
we
cool.
go. I like that. Let's go with Boulder and see
It
if
needs
Alex
to be
knows
Boulder
that.
first, though.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Boulder.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, what city located just west of Denver is known for being the home of the Coors Brewery and the Colorado School of Mine?
I think it's Golden, Colorado.
No.
Oh,
No way.
Golden.
that makes sense because I honestly didn't know what city was west of it. I know that Boulder's north of it, though.
And Coors Banquet beers do have a golden label. Yeah.
I trust Evan on everything.
How many answers that quickly?
Well,
He didn't even say
Hey, Evan,
what, Randy?
I hate you.
I love you, Randy. I can hear the guy's voice in the commercial. I think it was Sam Elliott, and I did work at the Ruck for a long time. I think it's Golden, Colorado.
Hell yeah. The Golden Idol.
Right? That makes sense, too.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Gotta be.
Is the Golden a disc?
God damn it.
Randy said, I don't want to give 2. You didn't give either.
The Golden, what is it? A freaking a brand of designer hypoallergenic dog breeds.
A doodle.
You know, now that you mentioned the dog breed aspect, I like it a little more.
Oh, really?
And we've had dog named discs before, right? Shepherd. Was that a disc? I don't remember.
Don't even.
I'm kind of leaning no on this one.
All right. Well, it's a bonus, so.
Yeah. Golden, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it is.
I'm 50-50, really.
I could be
so
easily swayed. Jaimen has been around longer than I have.
we went with Corey on the last one. I think we go with Jaimen this time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And then whoever. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go with the. Yeah, you got it.
Stop talking.
What did Jaimen say?
Yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh,
All right.
that's all
We're
right.
going with
That's
Corey
okay.
for the rest of the night.
Yep, that's it. That settles it.
But you still got a point, and it is still your category 1 or 3.
I would pick 1 for the reason that Tim avoided it, but it may not be all Marvel.
It might not be, and if we take more, they're not going to pick one.
Ooh, you're right. That's true. They've shown fear.
Yeah, and if there's anything about
Corey
fear,
smells it.
oh yeah, it only increases exponentially. So let's go with 3.
All right.
Question 3, category 3. The bottling of what product is credited with making more millionaires than any other? The bottling of what product is credited with making more millionaires than any other?
The bottling of what product?
Is it water?
That's
Not a bad guess.
yeah. That's outside the box I was thinking in.
What box were you thinking in?
Like perfume. Weirdly, I don't know.
I was kind of thinking like wine or pills.
Okay.
That's a good combination. Is all that made me-
I mean, I feel like bottled water is a more recent thing.
But the margin on water can't be as much as like the billions of dollars for a couple of pills. No, I still like water as an answer more than anything else so far.
oh, what about I don't know, oil, olive oil? I don't know. Water intrigued me, and I don't have anything else good to stand on. We could ask Pat to read it again, but it wasn't a very complicated question. So
No, and people have been bottling water for a long time. Actually,
Idle.
have they been? Oh,
that's what I
true.
mean. Like I don't know, Idle, Golden, and I'm blanking on anything else. So
Water it is.
You got water? Alex, Randy, and Tim, the bottling of what product is credited with making more millionaires than any other?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't like the most expensive thing by like liquid volume printer ink or something like that?
What category are we in before I?
We're in
Three.
3. We're in the idle and
no.
golden.
To be fair, I don't think that it's the printer ink.
If whatever, I know it's not. When Evan said oil, that was what popped in my head first. But we're not bottling oil, so I don't think that's.
Tim, are you picking up on the category like Evan did?
No, I have no
Oh
idea.
no, I don't want to. Evan, do you know what the category is?
Pretty sure that was Alex that said that.
Yeah.
No, Evan.
I said I had a guess.
No, I know what it is.
Oh, well, do the cool thing where you message me and we have really good podcasts.
No, I'm not doing that. my phone also died, and you guys you can hear my mechanical keyboard if I start typing, so I won't. The problem is I can't remember this one, so I'm struggling.
Then,
What do you think about the word spirits?
yeah, I'm fine with it.
That is something you bottle.
Yeah, it's a bottle.
I can't think of. I know the category. I'm pretty sure, and I'm really struggling to answer this one though. So that's all I got though. But yeah, printer ink is I think actually the most expensive bottled thing. But I don't think printer ink is the answer.
I don't know if you'd call that a bottle either. It's a cartridge.
Yeah, I'm good with spirits.
Yeah, I mean, you bottle spirits.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Sure. Yep.
Yes.
We were looking for soda.
Damn, I really like spirits.
Clash Discs, April 25th, 2022.
That's the one I couldn't think of. All right, we're
But that
on.
was a steal, and it is your choice. Would you like category 1 or category 3?
We're sticking with 3.
Okay.
All right.
You guys agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Question 4, category 3. What term can describe the final part of a successful police operation or sting where the suspects are arrested and the crime is stopped? Or refer to a move used to bring an opponent from a standing position to the mat in wrestling or mixed martial art?
That would be takedown, Pat.
Randy, how long have you played this game?
I don't care.
What term can describe the final part of a successful police operation or sting where the suspects are arrested and the crime is stopped, or refer to a move used to bring an opponent from a standing position to the mat in wrestling or mixed martial art?
I mean, takedown sounds good to me.
It was 100% what I thought it was.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the takedown? It is.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
No, I don't either.
I have no feelings other than rage
Oh,
Against the trees?
against Evan at this point, or you. I don't know. Either one.
Actually, at the end of the round, I'll tell you who your rage can be directed at.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Takedown.
What are you going to take down trees with this disc?
It's
Like,
not
is
a bad name though.
No.
I don't like it. I would not be happy throwing a takedown.
All right, we can go now, I think.
Yeah, let's go now.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yay.
Put you guys in the lead, but Corey, Evan, and Jaimen are a question behind. What category would you guys like? Category 1 or 3? Question 5 or question 2?
I just want to say I don't know what I've done to catch Randy's fire right now, but I regret it, and I'm sorry.
I think we have to go.
I'm thinking, yeah, thank you.
Category 1?
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds
please.
All right. Question 2, Category 1. What 2025 American mystery horror film follows the seemingly inexplicable case of 17 children from the same classroom who mysteriously run away on the same night at the same time, having been apparently abducted by an unseen force? What 2025 American mystery horror film follows the seemingly inexplicable case of 17 children from the same classroom who mysteriously run away on the same night at the same time, having been apparently abducted by an unseen force?
Nothing.
I didn't see this movie, but I'm pretty sure it's called Weapons.
Oh,
I kept hearing about it reading about it online, but I didn't go see it.
I've heard a lot of people rave about it, and nobody's explained it in the slightest.
I've heard
Yeah,
more
so-
about the plot of the movie and that 10-second explanation of the question than.
Well, everything I saw was like, go in knowing nothing, like don't read about it. So
Well, shit.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
well.
going to go one step further, and then I'm going to watch it. So, Weapon.
You guys agree?
Yeah,
Is The Weapon a disc?
gotta be.
Yeah, I
All
agree
right.
with that.
Corey's picking disc or no disc portion. So yes.
Birdie, October 10th, 2022. All I know about this movie is like 6 months ago, a buddy of mine sent me the trailer, and the school that they all were abducted from was Maybrook Elementary School, and I live in Maybrook.
Ooh, that's,
Oh, that's
weird.
But it was not the same school, and I don't think that's even in the same state. I don't think it's in New York.
Regardless, property value went down.
Right? Well, they closed that school a few years ago, probably because a bunch of kids went missing.
Yeah.
Alex, Randy, and Tim, Team Art, you're down 1 point, category 1 or 3. The question is, how confident is Randy about
So I
category
know all
3?
the rest of the answers in 3.
Let's do it then.
All right, we're doing it.
All right, question 5, category 3. Which classic rock band had a hit single with All Right Now in 1970 and featured vocalist Paul Rogers, who later went on to front Bad Company? What classic rock band had a hit single with All Right Now in 1970 and featured vocalist Paul Rogers, who later went on to front Bad Company?
Well, this is a crazy question.
Is it also somehow my fault?
Yes.
Fuck.
So this is question 5, and I can list off the rest of the possible answers, but I don't know the right one.
I don't know either.
I don't know the category. I don't know the answer. I don't know anything.
Randy, I have an idea of what it is now. Do you want me
Okay.
just to say it? So because I don't think anybody else has seen it.
All right, so my guess based on the possibilities, I'm going to guess the name of the band was Free.
That's what I was thinking too. I don't
Okay.
know that band, but that was my
Perfect.
guess based on that. Yeah.
I think we locked that in.
Okay. All right. Let's lock that in. That was I don't know it as a band, but that was the only
Nope.
one that made sense based off of the category.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Okay.
we're
All
going
right,
with
let's
Free.
go. Free.
Alex, you agree?
Sure.
Is the Free a disc?
Okay.
Oh, I have no clue.
Me neither.
I could see like a free dumb being a disc, but not just free.
Free.
Gonna set it free.
Free. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty bad, but
I feel like it's
Maybe.
pretty good.
okay.
I think
You completely flipped my mind just with that one sentence. So let's go with
Hey.
yes.
we're going yes.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Alex, you were right. Free dumb, but no free.
No.
Damn it.
That gets us back at tied, but you guys are still a question
Take a
down.
question. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, what category would you guys like? 1 or 3? 1? Question 3, category 1. What 2025 American action comedy follows Nathan Kane, a bank employee with the inability to feel pain who goes out to rescue his coworker after she is taken hostage by a group of bank robbers? What 2025 American action comedy follows Nathan Kane, a bank employee with the inability to feel pain who goes out to rescue his coworker after she is taken hostage by a group of bank robbers?
Jamin.
I haven't gone to the movies in like 3 years.
Yeah,
I have
me
no idea. You know what, Evan?
No, I don't. I maybe saw a commercial or something, or not even a commercial. I don't know it.
Yeah, these are 2 categories that I am totally useless in. I
All
apologize.
right. Hey, can we get the question back one more time?
What 2025 American action comedy follows Nathan Kane, a bank employee with the inability to feel pain who goes out to rescue his coworker after she is taken hostage by a group of bank robbers?
Banker.
Banker?
Ship it. I don't know, like
What?
Painless.
Painless, Unbreakable, but that's an old
That's
movie.
something else. Yeah.
Invincible?
No, that was something else before too.
It's got to be one word. It's got to
Numb.
numb.
No, that's dumb. What's a word for somebody who can't feel any pain besides all the ones you said already?
Yeah.
Either Tim knows it or Pat's going to say it. And I'm going to go, oh crap, I did hear of that, but I really don't know. So just whatever you think is a logical, or
What did you say that wasn't painless or numb?
Numb.
Was there another one in there?
impervious.
Impervious,
Hate that.
invincible, unbreakable, unassailable.
Yeah. Corey, pick one.
Oh, painless doesn't go along with the other badass names. Question 1. Numb is
I think it's just movies from this year.
2025, yeah.
yeah, but they're probably all badass names like Thunderbolt and Weapon.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. Painless. No, that's not gonna be a diss name. That'd be too obvious.
Yeah, none of them are. That's the thing that I keep getting hung up on. Fuck, I don't know. I've got like one word stuck in my head.
Speaking of invincible, Corey, did you see that Steelers quarterback? Man, I wish the Jets had him.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
No.
Dude's a liability.
oh.
I'm just happy that the Pittsburgh Steelers have got more than 30 points. That's it's been a long time.
They needed every one of them too, didn't they?
They did.
The only Jets
Yeah.
clip I saw was freaking Garrett Wilson getting absolutely clobbered.
At the end of the game, because Fields can't run 3 yards to get the first down and throws it, so it's the wide receiver gets crushed.
That happened.
I mean, that play? That was
He
a
did get-
stupid play.
The only giant highlight was the block. Who's the guy? Is he a rookie? He's got a weird name.
You know, the clips where Neighbors was yelling at the sideline at his
Well,
coach.
there's that too. Yeah. But Neighbors made the catch, but dude,
He did.
Scattaboo. Isn't that his-
Scattaboo, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scattaboo
Scattaboo.
made a block. It was like Shockey a few years back, the way he just plowed that. I'm sorry. Do you guys have a guess?
Yeah, sure, numb.
What's that is dumb.
No, I said numb.
I don't know. What okay.
You guys
Yeah, I
good?
can't think. Yeah.
All right. Alex, Randy, and Tim, what 2025 American action comedy follows Nathan Kane, a bank employee with the inability to feel pain who goes out to rescue his coworker after she's taken hostage by a group of bank robbers?
Is it Novocaine?
That's it. Actually, I have no idea. When Evan said I knew it, I was like, I have no idea what this movie is.
Yeah, but it's nice to have that power. Like,
I know that I'm scaring them. That was nice. It made me feel good, like I would know it. But Novocaine sounds fantastic.
I'm literally just going off his last name being Kane.
Oh,
That was
and you can't feel anything.
Yeah, I don't know the movie. I literally just that was it.
And
for
it's a
me.
badass name, like Corey thought it
Yeah,
was.
that's pretty bad.
mm.
Ooh,
I mean, I would have said Novocaine was an older movie, but
no,
That was the
I've got
only.
nothing
That was my
better.
only hesitation. Was I feel like it was an older movie, but
they remake
I mean,
stuff.
how
They reuse
original-
names.
yeah.
right.
could have been. Yeah, easily could have been.
I love it, Randy. What a thought.
thanks.
You guys agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
The guy from what's the TV show with the
Oh, that one?
superpower?
The Boys.
The Boys, yes.
Oh, great show.
Oh, it's what's his name's son.
Yes,
I have seen the
Quaid.
trailer for
Randy
this.
Quaid's kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, Dennis
Oh.
Quaid's kid.
Oh.
Dennis Quaid. I said Randy.
I was gonna say he doesn't seem old enough to have a kid old enough to play leading role in a movie. Like
So
that.
what's the answer?
Is Novocaine a disc?
I would have said Novocaine was a brand name, so no. But it's also the name of a movie, so maybe.
I don't think it's trademarked. If that's what you mean, it's not like Tylenol or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was.
I mean, it is a pretty cool name.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I kind of want to say yes.
I have no clue. It's a steal. We can go yes.
Yeah, let's go yes.
confidently.
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Alex, you agree?
Sure, go for it.
I'm sorry, no.
Damn,
Dang it.
Randy, we suck at this gut.
I know.
impulse. This is terrible.
But you guys are up by one, and it's your category. You got category 1 or 3. One question left in category 3.
You want to take the 6?
No, because we know the answer. So we stick
Randy,
with one.
you're so smart.
Yeah.
You are so much smarter
Unless
than me.
Evan knows the answer, and then I'll
Yeah, you gotta
fight
hope
him.
that they don't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're
Yeah.
so much smarter than I am. You should be leading this team. Let's go with 1.
All right, we're staying with 1.
All right, question
All right.
4, category 1. What 2025 American thriller stars Sophie Turner as a Hollywood actress who hides in a remote cabin after a scandal, only to find herself betrayed and fighting for survival? What 2025 American thriller stars Sophie Turner as a Hollywood actress who hides in a remote cabin after a scandal, only to find herself betrayed and fighting for survival?
So who's Sophie Turner?
Remember when you said I was smart? And
Yeah.
now I have no idea what this one is.
No.
Sophie Turner.
Who is Sophie Turner?
Come on, Alex.
I don't
Alex,
know.
come on. Who's Sophie Turner?
The first time you said it, I almost told you, but
Oh, man.
I got to keep my mouth shut.
She's in that one movie that came out this year.
Popular actress that we don't
Okay.
know.
I got no clue. Zero. Like, I literally have nothing.
Oh, Sophie Turner. What did you do?
She's in a cabin.
A cabin.
and things don't go well.
Mm.
What would we call that movie?
Cabin in the Woods.
No, that's
Cabin
a
at
good
the end of
movie.
the road.
That's not the actual name of a movie.
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
You
It's
made
not.
that up.
Yeah, I did. I did make that up. Remember, it's a badass name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because listening to Corey has always been a wise decision.
Scary Cabin movie.
Scary cabin movie. Fright Fest.
Who is Sophie Turner? Why are we so bad at this?
I don't know. Oh wait, is that Jonah? Is that Joe Jonas's ex-wife?
Jonas? Oh, from
Lord of
Game of
yeah,
Thrones?
Game of Thrones. Is that her?
If it is, that doesn't help. 'Cause I
No,
don't know who
not
she
at
was
all.
in.
No, I still don't know. Nope. I
I
still
have
don't know.
nothing. I have
Yeah.
no help.
Let's go with Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything better?
I know for a fact that
It's-
movie
I
did
know
not
it's
come
not
out in
Cabin in the
2025.
Woods.
I know. It
Yeah.
came out in like 2008. I know. But
What
I
about
don't know.
like, oh, shit, I don't know.
Put it together. What does Sophie Turner have? Turner. Let's go with
Classic
this.
movies.
All right.
All right, it's badass name. You're in the woods. Things don't go well. What do you call it?
Hunter.
Hunter.
Hunted?
Vampire.
Hunted.
Hunted. I like it. There we go. We got there.
All right,
Hunted.
Going hunted?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, what 2025 American thriller stars Sophie Turner as a Hollywood actress who hides in a remote cabin after a scandal, only to find herself betrayed and fighting for survival?
Evan, muted.
Here I am.
He physically muted him. Not this time. It's not electronic muted. He muted himself
No, that's-
physically this time.
Holding my breath. I don't know. She's in the woods. She gets betrayed.
Betrayal.
Trust.
Truth.
All right. I don't hate it. Trust.
I don't know.
Truth.
Both
that
of
a
those
disc?
are discs.
Oh, that trust.
Trust
oh.
and truth are discs.
Oh,
I like trust.
sure, yeah.
What do you betray, right? You betray someone's trust? I don't know.
That makes
It's even
way more
got
sense than
logic.
truth.
It's a steal. I have nothing else.
Not my kind of category. I was
Nope.
not.
I've been trying to think about the last movie that I saw in theaters, and it was Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, great movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Excellent movie.
That was a great movie.
It was. When did it come out? 2022?
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Well, also known as 3 years ago. Yeah, I like it. Trust.
You guys agree?
Mhm.
We gotta trust it.
Sure.
Is the trust? a
Wow.
Was that an actual,
Wow.
like a
Miracle
100%
worker.
ass pull, Evan? Or was there something that supported that?
Oh, he said the word betrayal, and I don't know. It was literally just a word association.
Nice. And you said
It is a disc.
You guys agree?
Yep.
For the lead, Latitude 64, December 14th, 2020, just before Jaimen saw his last movie. That was a steal, though. You got a 1-point lead. Would you like category 1 or 3?
I don't know if this is the time to admit that I don't know what category 3 is.
I'm still gonna fight you. It doesn't matter.
What did I do to you?
I mean,
So I'd say we stick with 1, unless you guys have figured out category 3.
no.
I am lost on both of these.
Yeah.
I was gonna say category 3 just because like it literally doesn't
Try
matter
and
at
steal it
this
from
point.
them? Yeah, we might just know it based on the question and not the category. Randy is like frothing at the mouth right now.
Yeah.
Every other question in category 1 has just been like, what movie in 2025? There's no backdoor.
So 3?
You guys want to go with 3?
Sure, I guess.
Question 6, category 3. This is, I tried a little something here. This is a poem. So answer this question based on this poem. Question 6, I'm the big picture, not the tiny deed. A long-term vision planted like a seed. A plan of action for military or political fame. From the Greek for generalship, change my last letter, I'm a board game. I'm the big picture, not the tiny deed. A long-term vision planted like a seed. A plan of action for military or political fame. From the Greek for generalship, change my last letter, I'm a board game.
Strategio.
So strategy.
Wow, did you?
Yeah.
That was
Because
information.
if you change the letter,
Not gonna lie.
the military part, and if you change it, strategio is a game.
Mhm.
So if you change strategy by a letter, you get stratego.
I guess I don't understand which one we're looking for though.
I think
Strategy.
the answer to most of that riddle would be strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
read
if
it
you
again.
change my last letter, okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, please.
I'm the big picture, not the tiny deed. A long-term vision planted like a seed. A plan of action for military or political fame. From the Greek for generalship, change my last letter, I'm a board game.
Yeah, I think it's strategy.
Yeah, I don't think none of it mattered except for the wartime one and changing the last letter. All the other stuff can be thrown out. Who gives a shit?
No, I like it.
For what it's
long-term
worth, the other
vision,
stuff makes sense to me too.
Political strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You guys agree?
Mhm.
Is the strategy a disc?
And that was a Jaimen answer?
What's that supposed to
And that
why'd
was
you
a
say it
question.
like that? Yes.
Damn.
But is it a disc?
Seems like a weird name for a disc, but
Strategy.
that's never stopped anything from being a disc name before.
That's true. Could it be like a doomsday thing, or I don't know? That doesn't sound doomsday enough.
I mean, I'll vote yes, but I don't like it.
I'm leaning no, but
All right,
not too far.
I'm good with going with both of your guts.
I can't say maybe, so
I have an actual quarter we can flip.
yeah, I guess. Heads, it's yes.
Do it.
Tails, it's no.
Okay.
Bro's got a whole handful of quarters. I heard that. Yeah.
Wow, he just threw them on the
Bro's got
ground.
wooden floors.
Yeah, it's hardwood in here. Okay, I found it. It is the state of Arizona.
Sounds like tails.
Yes, it is.
So it's not a
So
disc.
it's not this, yeah.
You guys going no, not a disc?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Eurodisc, April 7th, 2025.
You flipped a quarter, you idiot. You should have grabbed a pound or a euro. You know what? I could have did that in random.org.
You know what? I think if I go in my kitchen, I might have some money from when we went to Ireland like 11 years ago.
All right.
So, Randy, tell me who sent me this message. Hey, Pat, I thought of a fun category for
Don't.
trivia, although it might be one just for the parents on the show. Here are the answers. I didn't check if they were discs or order them by difficulty. And then he gives me some disc names. Those are all songs from the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack.
That was it Jason?
I would guess only Randy and maybe Evan might pick up on it. Probably a niche category, but then again, only one of them figured out the Kiss albums anyway.
Oh.
Is Jason your guess?
Is it Jason? He's the only person I've talked about this with.
Anybody else?
My
Schwartz.
wife.
Yeah, my first thought was Cat for some reason.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other guesses?
No.
Because nobody has got the right guess yet.
Mark Bryan.
You are correct, sir.
Wow.
Mark Bryan.
Wow. Wow, we blew it on the strategy.
Yeah, we did.
literally and figuratively.
Yep,
because
we did.
They just lucked right into the final answer.
I don't think it was particularly hard,
Wait.
but because I made it into a poem, I made it question 6.
Yeah, you literally were like,
Honestly, the poem was overwhelming until Jaimen said Stratego,
Mm-hmm.
and it all clicked. At what point earlier were we talking about K-pop Demon Hunters? Was it during trivia or before?
Yeah.
No, answer 1 was Idol. And I was like, haha, K-pop Demon Hunters. And then I didn't pick up on it on question 2, which was Golden. And then
Well, I don't know any of that crap.
I forgot the name of that song, but I had all the other song titles written down on the bottom of my board after that.
About an hour ago on the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast.
Is the Idol a disc?
I think it is. I think it's is it a mint or is it a I think it's a mint disc.
I believe it. All I can think of is the iDog.
Yeah.
All I can think of is K-pop Demon Hunter. So
Oh, I love it.
it's so good, but I have no idea if it's a disc. So
I'm pretty sure I
whatever
see
Alex says.
triangles on the disc and it says idol in it. I think it's a mint disc.
I believe it.
All right.
Mint discs, what year?
I hate this. This is the worst.
So wait, why do you? Okay, never mind. Let's finish the game. then we can work through our issues.
When you said Golden, I was convinced you knew the
Oh.
category and you were playing Possum or something.
Oh,
I'm still challenging you to a duel, though.
okay, fair enough. I accept. Can it be a tag match?
Yeah.
Great.
Final round. I got Alex, Randy, and Tim at 6, Corey, Evan, and Jaimen at 8. So you guys are down 2 points, 2 questions to go. Question 5 for Alex, Randy, and Tim. Art. What 2025 American thriller follows a fixer who assists whistleblowers in extorting their former companies while concealing his identity through a service for the deaf? What 2025 thriller follows a fixer who assists whistleblowers in extorting their former companies while concealing his identity through a service for the deaf?
For the deaf.
I know this isn't the answer, but imagine if the plot of Coda was this. If you guys know that movie.
Never heard of her.
I don't know that movie. I don't know this
Oh my
movie, I
God.
don't know
It was
movies.
like an Academy Award nominated, maybe winning movie of like a daughter of deaf parents. And the plot was not this at all, but it would be funny. All right. That was a bad one. I have no idea.
Apparently I should have been going to the movies more this year. So what are things that have to do with a service for deaf people?
Signs. Nope. Different movie. That movie terrified me
Oh, interesting.
because like I had tube TVs in my house at that time and like the reflections in them every time I was worried there'd be an alien in the background. So
Oh,
impactful movie.
yeah.
But anyways,
Pat, can you read it again?
yeah, I have no clue now.
What 2025 American thriller follows a fixer who assists whistleblowers in extorting their former companies while concealing his identity through a service for the deaf?
Fixer.
Only cool name would be Braille. That's all I can think of with the deaf aspect.
I don't think deaf people need Braille, Randy.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
That's not
Shit.
that's not it, Randy. Nope.
I'm done.
Note to Pat,
I
please
give
clip
up.
that.
Nothing has gone well for me tonight in this game.
I have no idea. I'm just trying to think of the words he was using to see if it would lead anywhere, like fixer. It's got to be something to do with like a service that's a deaf, but I have no idea.
Yeah, the only thing I can really think of for like a service for the deaf would be a translator of some kind.
Translator's not terrible.
All right, translator.
You guys agree?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, what 2025 American thriller follows a fixer who assists whistleblowers in extorting their former companies while concealing his identity through a service for the deaf?
I really thought translator. I was about to be so pissed, but now I'm
That's
really
a good one.
relieved.
Did you have that answer in your pocket in case they didn't say it?
Just like the first word that I came up with.
I don't know. The only service for the deaf I can think of is teletype, and that feels like neither a disc nor a
I think it's
movie.
called TTY.
TTY, bro, right? Or closed captioning? Wait, no.
Yeah, they're deaf, not blind. It works.
Braille.
No.
If Randy didn't finish top 10 in a B tier, I probably would edit that out. But, you know, he's got to be grounded a little bit tonight. So I might leave that in.
Yeah, I vote teletype or closed captioning.
Uh,
Or any other, do you know of any other services for the deaf?
Nothing I can think of.
no, I can only think about the service for the blind where they pick up junk cars.
Would interpreter make sense?
Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, like
Like it's
like
technically
sign language.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I actually
It's
like
a
that way
terrible
better than
name.
translator, and I loved translator.
What do you call the person like at a speech or someone who stands off to the side and does sign language?
Signer.
Okay. Interpreters, that's a good, I like
Me
that.
too.
All right.
You
It's
guys
a
agree?
steal.
Yeah.
We were looking for relay.
Oh man, I was gonna say that, but I thought it was a dumb answer.
You guys
That-
all were right around there the whole time.
That is
right?
a disc.
Yeah.
MVP Disc Sports, May 28th, 2015.
What is relay in relation to the deaf services?
Same thing.
The service
They
is a
really
relay
are.
service because they're relaying the information.
Oh, is that what teletype, the thing I was thinking
Mhm.
of? Oh.
But you guys are still up by 2. But if you get this wrong, they have a chance to tie.
Oh, shit.
Question 6, Category 1. What 2025 American science fiction thriller stars Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid, again, as a couple on a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin, which unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a robot? What 2025 American science fiction thriller stars Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid as a couple on a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin, which unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a robot?
I don't know.
Nope, robot.
Unplugged.
I got literally nothing.
Yeah.
Doppelganger. Maybe it's just called Secret Robot. That could be a disc. I don't know. It's getting late.
I think it's time for my secret robot.
I always suspected you of being a secret robot.
Okay, one more read, and then we lock in.
All right. What 2025 American science fiction thriller stars Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid as a couple on a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin, which unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a robot?
I've got nothing.
I'm sticking with
Cyborg.
Secret Robot.
Cyborg?
That's a good. That's
It's
yeah.
not really a robot, but part robot, right?
I can't think of a dumb answer.
Because you can't beat mine.
What would you call something like undercover? If you had a thesaurus, undercover, like
Spy.
imposter.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good. That's good.
That's a good.
That's a good word to say at that time.
I'm not gonna go any further. I'm just gonna stick with imposter.
Imposter.
Okay, I like it.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Possibly for the tie, Alex, Randy, and Tim, what 2025 American science fiction thriller stars Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid as a couple on a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin, which unravels into chaos after a revelation that one of the guests is a robot?
I actually know this because I thought it was a sex robot when I saw the trailer.
Are you guys so glad we know who Sophie Turner is, though? Like,
He said a different Sophie.
It's a different soap.
This is Sophie Thatcher, but it is Jack Quaid from No.
wait, it's a
Yeah.
different person.
Different
It's a
soap.
different Sophie.
Yeah.
Is either one of them married to one of the Jonas Brothers?
We're going with trust.
What? No, we're not. Shut up. It's Companion.
Oh, wow. Wait, so what actress is this?
I don't know who Sophie Thatcher is. I just remember seeing it and thinking it was a sex robot.
Why
Like
were
when
you
I went-
Googling sex robot?
Fair.
I want to see your search history. Actually, I don't want to see your search history.
No, you don't.
No one does.
Okay.
No, it's Companion.
Companion,
Yeah.
of course,
Sure.
starring the wife of Joe Jonas.
Maybe.
No. Starring the son of Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, that's right, yeah.
Oh, right.
All right.
man.
For the tie is the companion of this.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's kind of a nice thought, right? That you have a companion in your bag,
I do. It is pleasant.
right?
Yeah,
It's
that-
very reassuring.
My instinct was definitely yes.
All right, we all are there. Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's go with yes.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
If we're wrong, we're
Hey,
wrong.
we ended on a happy note. We all were in agreement. We all thought it was the same thing.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
With all of my heart.
H13 Disc Golf, June
OMG.
13th, 2024. So does that make it a tie?
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Do you want me to flip the quarter again?
The tiebreaker thing with Randy is a pretty new occurrence. Did I ask you guys the AVR, the first AVR yet? I feel like I did.
Yes.
That was
Okay.
the last one, yeah.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. I usually make a notation. I didn't. Just give me 27 seconds.
Do you have a song for this?
Yes.
A 27-second long song.
It's about breaking ties.
When I listened back to the last episode, I wasn't, because you didn't play it while we were recording, so it caught me
that
off guard.
Yep.
I don't want you guys to get bored of it. It's us sitting there for a minute. You know what I mean?
The beauty of post-production.
I think you could clip it a little shorter and honestly use it.
Just clip them shouting, disc or no disc, and just play that. That announces the game.
Disc or no disc, that's the game. Say it loud, shout the name, spin the questions round and round. Will you land it or hit the ground?
So I'm going to ask you guys to give me the year of a disc. We'll go in the order that you guys went. Actually, no, we'll give Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, they get to go first because they went second in trivia. So Corey, Evan, and Jaimen, in what year did The Crow come out? The CRO Crow by Innova Champion Discs.
So we're just going to tell you out
I
loud?
was thinking about the movie.
I was waiting for
honestly.
Pat to repeat the question.
Just give me a year. We're not doing Price is Right. Whoever's closest, you guys just give me an answer. They will get to hear. Now, I guess we got to
Should
figure
we just
this out.
message it to you? Because I feel like if we just say it, they could say 1 year over it and like have a 50-50 chance.
That's literally how it's gone every time.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, can you guys message amongst yourselves to determine a year and then message
Oh,
me?
shit.
I'll give you like 2 minutes to figure that out.
It's going to take me 2 minutes to make a messenger group.
I'm just going to use the main chat and intimidate you guys.
Ooh.
Let's just give them a number, and it's still a 50-50 chance either way. They could say higher, and guess what? It's lower.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
First thing that popped in my head for no reason was like 2005 or 2006. I have no idea.
I was thinking mid-2000s as well.
Yep.
Okay.
It's certainly an older
So
one.
let's say 2006, because for some reason like that. But I don't want to hear the numbers 2, 0, and 5 together anymore
Yep.
tonight.
Bet.
Okay.
So we're going with 2006, Pat.
I didn't understand, Corey. 2015.
No, just 2, 0, and 5, because it was all 2025 movies. I'm sick of hearing those.
Oh, that's fair. So you're going 2006?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alex, Randy, and Tim, what do you think?
I would have said earlier than that.
Oh, really? I would have said later. Shoot.
Oh, I was thinking right around there.
I was going to say we go 2007 just to like.
I'm thinking it's mid 2000, so that's where I was at gaming, somewhere 5, 6, 7.
The correct choice is 1 year before or after.
Well, our strategy didn't work in the first round. So
That's very true. You did screw our strategy up, Randy,
Mhm.
with strategy.
with strategy, I know.
Yeah.
Man, I have no idea. Do you guys know the disc pretty well?
No,
It's like
I know
it's a-
I know of it, but
It's a scaled down mid range. So it's like putter diameter, but it's a mid range rim. I feel like that's a little bit advanced. I don't know what year Innova started figuring out how to make shit like better. So I just figured it was newer than 2006. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I had assumed they started with the rock, and then they did the orc, and then they did the crow, because that's also a combination of those 3 letters that makes a word.
That's crazy.
Is that not how that those got named?
I
I
thought so.
assumed that's exactly what happened.
Those discs aren't related at all. Am I crazy? Am I the
I don't
crazy
know.
one?
I think we're all a little crazy.
I don't think the molds are related. I just think they like those 3 letters so much they just used them as
They were
many
like the
ways
name.
as they could. Yeah.
What's a crow? Why wouldn't it be CROW if they wanted it to be?
It is CRO, and that's why I'm losing my mind. And I feel like you're John Nash right now, just rearranging the letters.
Randy, you feel like it's newer.
I would have said it was newer than 2006, but
So
I have
2007.
nothing to go off of.
Yeah, I mean, my instinct was earlier, but I mean, like I've got nothing. I've got no supporting evidence for that.
Excellent.
So, Tim, it sounds like it's you. Are you going 2005 or 2007?
Randy was on a heater to start, but he's kind
Was
of
I?
he's kind of faded. He's faded in the last few questions. So let's go with that. Let's give Alex a chance here, and let's go. I'll agree with him for 2005.
Innova Champion Disc, The Crow, June 21st, 2006.
We fucking nailed it.
We were screwed either way.
Yes.
Bing bong.
Jamin,
Bing bong.
you have pointed out some flaws in our system, but it's all workaround. I mean, if anybody comes up with anything, I'm more than willing to try.
Yeah, I think the tricky part is the second group has the first group's reasoning on top of it.
What if we did 2 different discs, and the lower difference is the winner?
Yeah, I like that.
In the show that I listen to that uses this, they do whiteboards. It's like people in the same room and they write it on whiteboards and show them at the same time. So there isn't the interacting logic.
All right,
it's
so
different.
we use the chat window on the side. Pat counts down 3, 2, 1, and we have to hit our
And we
answers.
just like type it
and
in.
answer.
It's a work in progress. So
Hey, this is the first time I've
congratulations.
seen it, and it worked out flawlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem. I don't know why we're talking about that.
Before we get going, the Tower Power Jason Gorsuch's birthday is on Tuesday. Chris Del Bianco on Thursday. Any other birthdays coming up?
Joey Toda on the 12th.
I didn't mention it last week. My wife's birthday was on Friday. We went and she held some owls and some eagles and some
The
stuff
live ones.
over in Goshen. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this. I've done Superb Owl Question. So I was like, that thing can turn its head 270 degrees. And he's like, oh, yeah. And this is why. He told me why. I only know surface shit. I know it can turn its head. I don't know why. And then I'm like, well, aren't their eyes rods and not orbs? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I saw Peacemaker season 2, episode 1. Anybody else Peacemaker?
No.
Have not watched it.
I've only seen season 1. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Jack turned me on to Peacemaker, but I hated how he ended in Suicide Squad, so I was really against watching it. All right, well, thank you, Jaimen, Alex, Randy, Tim. Thanks for coming back, Tim, Corey, and Evan.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Pat.
Pat.
Alex, did you tell him that we have a Battle Royale update before 10 o'clock?
I did not.
Neither of you told me. Jason told me by saying that he's playing Corey, so
Oh, yeah. Right.
yeah, so that's how I get my information fourth hand.
It was not a good weekend for disc golf for me, but I'm sure we'll get to that when we talk about states and such too.
Well, we played on Thursday, so.
Alex's name is good today.
It's a little bit stronger than my actual feelings towards it, but there's a character limit on the names, so.
Oh, it's funny when you hover over it, it puts it in all caps. Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, it
everybody,
does.
never mind.
Yeah, for everybody.
Oh, one thing before we start, I do have, here's let me see if this will work if I just have. These are a different year of the Brinster Destroyer. Is anybody familiar with these?
I don't turn on that
I've seen
non-Halo
them
So
bullshit.
that is actually one of the destroyers I bought for $10 at Maple Hill like 5 years ago, and I love it. It's been in my bag ever since.
Is it one of those luster star ones?
Mine is the confetti version, but it's the same stamp, I think.
I'm not actually looking at it. I'm just guessing. I could look at it.
It looks like a train or something, some kind of machine.
It's a Gundam's head.
Oh.
Yeah, Pat, come on.
Gundam Wing?
Oh,
You don't, watch,
sorry.
you don't watch Gundam.
I didn't realize Steve Brinster was such a nerd.
Randy, do you watch Gundam?
I did when I was a lot younger on Toonami.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
When I was younger,
Tsunami?
definitely.
Yeah, when you were so young watching Toonami.
Yeah, I definitely don't watch Gundam anymore. That would be weird.
You definitely don't build them in your spare time.
That would be super weird. What do you mean?
That would be so weird.
I definitely didn't get any in the mail today at work.
That's actually crazy. Sorry.
It's really relaxing.
Yeah.